up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We're getting a live stream started, as always. What up, TVL Traveler? Silv Stream Salamao. Damn, did I say that right? Silv Stress Salameo. Regardless, salute my guy. That one guy, so we're just gonna believe this because the source that said he. Listen, guys. Come in, come get a seat. We're gonna rap. We're gonna all talk about it. We're all gonna talk about it, all right? We're gonna really dissect this, right? Did Ryan Garcia do the dirt? All right, so we're gonna unpack. We're gonna go through all the Twitter, all the tweets. All right. So give me a few minutes. Wait till everyone comes in. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna find out what really is going down, because this is crazy. This is crazy. If this is true, James Fisher, if this is true, fishing with the boys. One day they love you, the next day they hate you. Why? Ryan doing steroids, I'm dying. We gonna unpack all this stuff out, guys. We're just gonna wait till a couple more people come in, maybe like 2 minutes, just get you some snacks. We're gonna chat. I'm gonna pull up every single chat. If you write it, I will read it. I will pull up every single one. Every single one. We need to get down to the bottom of this. We got Devin's responses on this. Got Ryan responses on this. So, like I said, just give maybe like 1 or 2 more minutes. I'm letting everyone kind of come in. Everyone's coming in right now. And we're going to really get to the bottom of this, because this is probably one of the craziest fight coverage. So, while everyone's coming in, appreciate you guys always supporting the channel. Just let us know where you're from, where you at. My boy Sauce Case says nasty work. Nasty work. Ooh, we're going to find out, man. We're going to find out. Petition for no contest is coming. Ryujin Ryu. They said he tested positive 9-10 days ago, but before, why would he pop stories 9 days before the fight? We're going to unpack this. We're going to get to all this, man. I'm just letting everyone just come in. We're going to pull up all the dirt, all the tweets, all the headlines. We're going to get Ryan's videos. We're going to get Devin's first words. All of it. Everything. So, some people say it's damage control. Some people say Ryan nasty work. Some people say, hey, you taking away credit, Ryan. Some people said, I knew something was up. I knew something was up. So there's really a lot of narratives, and collectively we will come to all this. All right. Let me get one more sip of my drink. And we're going to hash this out, man. We're going to find out the truth, man. We're going to find out the truth. Did Ryan do it? Did Diddy do it? They say what? Did Diddy do it? All right. All right, let's just jump into it, man. Can't be sitting in suspense for so long. So what up, everyone? This is Ryan Goodall from FightHype.com, one of the many people over here at FightHype. Salute to everyone who's been covering the events over here on the platform. As you can see, the headline says, busted. Ryan Garcia pops dirty all the details of the failed drug test after Devin Haney's fight. So, with that being said, there's a lot of stuff I need to pull up. There's a lot of videos I have to play. And I need you guys, everyone in the chat. I need everyone in the chat to kind of give me your honest opinion, all right? Because we're trying to keep this fair, all right? Obviously, I talk to Devin, I interview Ryan, I do all this stuff, but really the chat is probably one of the most intelligent boxing chats out there. So we will come to the court of law and figure this out together. Did Ryan Garcia pop dirty? Does this sound like something that boxers do, right? So, but real quick, let me do a quick roll call, everyone. Let me pull up everyone in the chat. I want to just acknowledge everyone. Like I said, everyone in the chat who's coming in today. If you write it, I will read it, all right? So please just be respectful. Don't say nothing racist. Don't say nothing crazy. But I will pull up your chat, just like I did right here, my boy, TVL. We're going to just get the whole chat involved. I want all you guys to really give me your honest opinion throughout this thing, because really, if this is true, this is very unfortunate, guys. So I just want to kind of shout out everyone in the chat, TVL Traveler. So real quick, let me change screens real quick. I'm gonna just read through the chat, get you guys all involved and sped up. All right. So TV Traveler, SMFH, Ryan. Why, dude? My boy Salute, what's up? The Juan guy. So we're just gonna believe this because a source said he tested positive. Which I'm gonna pull everything up for you guys, and we're gonna kind of look into the news. So so one day they love you, next day they hate you. Fishing with the boys. James Fisher, what up? Y'all really believe this shit? Ryan doing steroids, I'm dying. Sauce Case says nasty work. Petition for no contest. They said he tested positive 9-10 days before. Why would he pop steroids 9 days before the fight? Ryan's a disgrace. They don't let the GDs in the door. This is all damage control by the Haneys. Q Lee, Illuminati sabotaged Ryan Garcia. They test several times before the fight. Sources said that he tested positive for COVID-19 also, the Juan guy says. Haney texts because he can't talk, his jaw is still hurts. Bugster 2012. Peace of Mind says this is just another excuse to keep Devin alive. He still got his ass beat. LOL. The guy came in over 3 pounds, cheated, get him out of the sport, bro. TV Traveler says as well. The Haney team's trying hard to take the victory away, take the L's already. They can't take away all them knockdowns. JS. Oh, just saying Bill needs to get his money back from that ref and that judge he paid. Let's see. RC says, I told you not to have lunch with Canelo. Timing. Oscar just called Canelo a drug cheat. Squid Ink. Pasta says, Haney comes out of nowhere immediately following this. Sounds sketchy and planned. Kenny Porter, stop my fight. Ryan cheated. James Fisher also comes and says, him still being champ got a lot to do with this. RC, you won't be able to shut Bradley up, pretty much. Machiavelli Crooks, did he do it? Original Sue plants plus 3 pounds over. Nice. With the, I'm assuming the juicing emoji. And still undefeated, Devin and Dream Haney. Let's see. The Haney team's trying hard to take the victory away. Take the L's already. They can't take away all the knockdowns. Just saying Bill needs to get his money back. Oh, okay. I just read that. My bad. Diego says, yes, it's true. More BS from the boxing mafia, Alan R says. All right. Let's stop. Everyone, please exit yourself off the Ryan Garcia train. Ponte says raps. I'm assuming like you're talking about the Miguel Cotto and Margarito raps, right? So, and never fought. Ryan took steroids and came 3 pounds overweight. So I'm going to get to the chat. What I want to do is, if you guys are just coming in, you're just kind of getting off work or kind of just coming together, like, whoa. Is this clickbait? Like, is this? So, yes, it says busted. Ryan Garcia pops dirty. So what that means for the people who don't know, I got a couple news reports from none other than some of your favorite reporters in boxing. Not yours truly right now because I did not get it. But there's a lot of news being reported. I'll start with Mike Coppinger because Mike Coppinger was one of the guys that had broke this story. And so from this point, I will zoom in. All right, cool. And yeah, let me see. Let me put this up right here. All right, let me put all right. Mike Coppinger says Ryan Garcia has tested positive for PED ostarine. I don't know what that is. We will Google this together, chat, and figure out what this is. The day before and the day after his upset win over Devin Haney, per a VADA letter obtained by ESPN. Garcia has 10 days to request his B sample and be tested. A sample also screened positive for 19 nordestrone, but unconfirmed. All right. Let me see. Dan Raphael also has a. Let me put that up, and I'm gonna go through the chat. Like I said, everyone's coming. I'm gonna read every single chat. So if you write it in the chat, I will read it for everyone. So Dan Raphael, former ESPN and still current journalist. breaking per multiple sources, right? So he confirms that multiple, not just a letter obtained from VADA, the people who did, but per multiple sources with knowledge of the results. Ryan Garcia tested positive for the banned PED. Same thing as Mike Coppinger says, ostarine, and a VADA test related to the Haney find. He also goes on to says Garcia positive tests per source with direct knowledge. Failed for ostarine in two urine tests on April 19th and post-fight April 20. April 19th sample also from VADA letter. Screened positive but was not confirmed. So it seems like this 19 neural non-raw, I'm not even going to say it. You can see this right here. They're not 100% sure. They tested for this, so they need a little bit more info. But it looks like he took a total of 3 tests. Wait, is it 3? Failed for ostarine and 2 urine tests. Okay, 2. 1 on April and 1 on 20th. So, granted, consistent from what Mike Coppinger says. Ryan Garcia has 10 days to ask for the B sample to be tested at his own expense. So not only blows weight by 3.2 pounds, but he's also apparently was dirty for PD and possible 2 different substance, right? So, well, I'm going to get into more details on this. I'm going to get back to the chat, kind of, for everyone who just coming in to kind of learn about what is going on. That is what we're reporting on. 2 credible guys who've been covering the sport. So there's other guys like Lance Pugmire and a whole bunch of people picking up traction of this. So Abraham, hashtag free Ryan for the kids, no Diddy. Peace of mind. I see there's a lot of Devin Haney fans in here. LOL, crying emojis. Devin Haney isn't reporting it unless he knows it's true, right? Well, pretty much it seems like they have obtained some sort of letter from VADA. And so VADA is the place who took the urine and they're the ones screening it, right? So Justin De La Cruz, more like Mexican. Guys, real quick, I know there's a lot of truths in the world out there. Just want to just kind of keep this, out of race and things like that, right? We're just going to stick to the topic. Haney already erased the L on his record. Give me a break. Salute my boy. If we're being serious, what up, Too Honest? Welcome back. All jokes aside, boxing is a dangerous sport. PEDs are of those sorts really disappointed me. Henny P's, do Devin get his O back? Well, if they confirm and they go to this direction, then they're going to put it to a no contest. So essentially, he would get his O back. This is Bobby Rose. This is saving the golden ticket. Haney lost. How desperate. They stole the victory from Loma, and now this is how desperate. Diego says, this is true because it was 2 times. Ryan taking roids wouldn't help Haney keep his right hand up. SMDH. Tony McGee. What's up, Tony? Amid King says Ryan should be banned. Ryan beat the shit out of Devin's. JB Holmes says Ryan's innocent for Ryan. Do Devin get his O back? The Dream, DHP, SMH. I knew all along Ryan wanted this win so bad. He came in overweight and took steroids. Get him out of boxing. Devin still took a loss. You can't come back from this and just trying to make Devin relevant. This is bogus and this is madness from Byron Bull. LMAO, he was like, everyone knows I don't cheat. He goes to church. Ryan don't lie. Double emoji. Somebody answer me. All right. So I'm going to speed a little bit more through the chat. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney both have spoke on it. So I will pull this up. But we also need to figure out, guys, what is this ostarine shit, right? I don't know what ostarine is. And unless there's like an actual doctor in here. So let's figure out what this is. And good old Google, right? So ostarine says it's trademark name for a selective androgen receptor modulator, and that is not approved for human use or consumption in the U.S. or in any country. And this is from the USADA, right? The U.S. Doping Agency, right? So they actually have an article actually in depth with this. WebMD, which if you ever got sick, right, you need to look up something for yourself, or like there's a lot of reports you can see. So it's starting to spread worldwide news. ABC News has picked this up. Kevin Ioli is reporting there. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up Kevin. All right. Everything you need to know. All right, so I'm gonna definitely reference, hopefully if it loads, the USADA one, because they're the ones that actually can educate why athletes can't use this. So Unless like that site stop. Ironically, when I'm looking this up, this can't be booted. Okay. Well, there's ostarine right there, right? Kevin Ioli, who's another, who was formerly Yahoo Sports, been covering boxing for a while. Ostarine is a PED you have to take in extremely large quantities. Oh, thanks. Shout out to Kevin for making this job easy. Oh, is my mic quiet? All right, let me turn it up. Let me see if that's better. Yo, shout out to Sam for the super chat. Let me get to you real quick. Anytime you super chat, guys, you guys get priority. But I'm gonna make sure I read every chat. I'm not getting off here until I read every single one of you guys' comments. But can you turn the mic? Thanks. Also, how often do these positive test results get overturned? Really appreciate the super chat. How often do they get overturned? Well, I mean, this is how drug testing works in boxing, or most athletes, right? So when you sign up for consistent testing, you have to kind of like, all right, let me just break this down. I'm rambling. All right. When you do drug testing, right, you're always going to give multiple different samples. It's going to be random. It's going to be like maybe on a random Sunday at 2 a.m. or whatever, Wednesday, whatever. You take it. But they will give you multiple sample cups just in case that one is contaminated or they tested wrong or whatever mistakes, right? So because of that, the athlete has the right to request to get their other sample tested, because if they feel like, no, that had to been a mistake, well, just like any type of variables, well, we remove the first one, and if we do it again, and if it's consistent, right, then it's going to be really hard to judge or come to a judgment that you're not innocent, right? So they just take multiple samples, move them aside, untouched. So Ryan Garcia has 9 to 10 days to get that requested and say, test that. I'm clean. Y'all fucked this up. Y'all screwed this up. I'm clean. So test the other sample, because maybe your machine was messed up, or maybe your gloves was contaminated, or maybe, the person who did it set me up. Whatever it is, they can change the variables, but have the same one important thing is that same drug test on that same day, and which is the B sample. So a lot of times, does it get overturned? I mean, a lot of times when it comes to these type of drug testing, they usually don't do the B sample. And if they do the B sample, then there you go. So sometimes this stuff gets swept underneath the rug. So it's very unfortunate. But and I appreciate you a lot, Sam, for that. And hopefully the mic sounds better. Ostarine is a PED, and you have to take in extremely large quantities, according to former Yahoo Sports journalist. It will be important to know what the levels that Garcia tested at. If it's in the picogram level, which is like John Jones, it suggests contaminated supplements, right? That is very common, but it was IRMS tested, so it was there. We're gonna have to do a lot of Googling, guys, right? So how much is the question? And Kevin raises a great point here, right? Just because it's in there doesn't mean like you quote unquote took the substance amount for the athletic advantage, right? Which we still got, guys, we still don't know what it does to the fighter, right? But so IRMS testing, Jesus, guys. All right. How does IRMS work? Solid, liquid, or gas phase samples are converted to simple gases, then introduced to the IRMS. All right. We're gonna get into that a little bit more detail. We'll break that part down. But let's figure out what the hell is ostarine, right? Ostarine is a type of drug. Ostarine attaches proteins in his body known as androgen receptors. When ostarine binds to these receptors, it tells muscles to grow. People use ostarine for athletic performance, involuntary weight loss due to illness, breast cancer, and many other conditions. But there's no good scientific evidence to support these uses, right? This is WebMD. Ostarine is an investigational drug, and therefore not approved for any use by the U.S. FDA. So you can't put this in any of your foods. You can't put this in anything. You can't put this in anything. So what do you put this in, all right, if you can't? But despite this, it is still sometimes found in dietary supplements. Okay, so guys, saying that sometimes it's still found in its dietary supplements, particularly those marketed for bodybuilding. Ostarine, along with other SARMs, is banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, which is another, and the National Collegiate Athletic. So Can't use it. Doesn't matter. Not allowed. It can be found in dietary supplements. So let's go to Ryan Garcia, and I'm gonna go to the chat. Right? It already looks like.
Thank you for helping me beat Devin Haney.
Oh, sorry guys. I had it muted. Let me.
You are so beautiful to me. Thank you for helping me beat Devin Haney. Thank you for giving me the left hook power. Oh, no rematch. No rematch. And no Diddy.
Let's go.
So he's trolling it, and it looks like he's also mentioned that maybe he just. I'm not saying he is innocent or not, right? But he did show. My bad. I shouldn't have took these. So I guess he's already either trolling or he's saying that he took some sort of herbal supplement, right? So you can see just from WebMD, right? I couldn't pull for some odd reason. This article is not there from USADA, which would be great because this is ironically what's needed in this conversation. But let me get to the chat. I don't want to get too behind from all you guys. So, holy shit. Okay. Nero, free R. Kelly, $2 super chat. Oh my God, this guy's a troll, guys. All right. So let me read the chat. Loma did not do much. Haney won a close fight. Wow, he cheated. So why did the fight proceed? 24-month ban. Bless, highly favored. Face palm emoji. Little Hat's mad at Ryan for beating breaks off Devin. He needs to go back to beating cakes with Devin. Diddy, Haney, L. This is crazy. Remove that loss from my record and and run me my 1.5 million back, Ryan. Javante Davis been said Ryan Garcia was juicing. Now he got caught by Vada. Ryan, the drug cheat. Bless is better than highly favored. Bill has said nothing but this. Bill would have been said something. Brian Poole. I'm not. Trust me. Give it some time. Bill will say something. So everyone in here, Bill will say something. These can't be real boxing fans defending a cheater. He probably took some new meds that isn't familiar with us yet, and so it's probably no ban against it. Well, I can't say it's no ban against it because you can see they actually know what it is, and they all made a decision not to allow it in any pro athlete. So I can't agree with this game in my car. All part of the show. This is disappointing. Mr. Kawhi, should Miller be allowed to continue boxing? Oh, Jarrell Miller. I mean, he still is boxing, right? Won't believe it until I see paperwork. Harvey D. LOL, no comment. SMH, no comment. Do Devin get his O back? If they do a no contest, yes. Ironic that Ryan got popped, but Haney didn't. Word of the day, I think most of it, not all boxers are on something. Ryan did seem to be much more powerful and athletic in this fight. T.O. says reason why he purposely missed weight. So remember, the very interesting thing. This right here says it is an involuntary weight loss. People used it for athletic performance. Involuntary weight loss due to illness. Okay, so it's not in the sense of cutting weight. So there's no benefits for that. And clearly, if it was, you didn't make weight, right? So, Andre the Prince says, damn, bro, was juice. Diddy got connections. Sage says, to honest, I don't think many people understand the purpose of using PEDs. I will never ref a Ryan fight again. Freddie Mars, what up? We're going to hear about this from Bill the next decade. Peace of mind. They get tested weekly. I've heard why he would pop steroids 10 days before a fight. It don't make sense. Well, based off the article, it says he was popped the day before and the day after, which is typical, right? The reason why you want to test before is to try to catch these guys, hopefully before the fight happens. But they have a track record showing that he was going into the fight, and then if it's in the fight and it's also out of the after the fight, then it's really hard to go, well, maybe we messed up this day. They have before going into the fight and after the fight, and really what you want is you want to catch this stuff before it goes in the fight so that these guys don't fight with this in them. So for the most part, that's what really happened. And really, sometimes these drug tests don't actually happen instantly, right? So at any point, you're always going to be in this dilemma where it's like you can't just not have the fight. It's always going to be loophole, or like a gap of time. So that's kind of why. So that's pretty tough, right? So this page is disgusting. The way y'all package the caption is sickening. Well, Kareem, for all I know right now, and listen, I'm not going to. Ryan got, what is it? Like, I don't know if you guys are rap fans. You know, when someone disses someone like the Kendrick and Drake, Ryan got like 9 or 10 days. 9 or 10 days to ask for the B sample, right? 9 or 10 days ask for the B sample. So you know what? This is gonna be my phrase every time someone fails. This is gonna be my thing on here. Where's the B sample? Find the B sample, test the B sample. Because if the person has failed the day before and the day after, right? That means it's been in his body for quite some time. If he failed, right? It's been in his body for multiple days, right? Now, I don't know how long ostarine stays in your body. And Kevin Ali raises a great point of the level, right? Is it small enough where like it was easily digested by mistake? Or to get the quote unquote benefits, you have to digest an extremely large amount, which can't possibly be off some contaminated, supplements. So because of that, we don't know the levels. And if the levels are big and it's on 2 days, right? 2 separate days. And let's see if he fails the B sample. Because if he fails the B sample on top of it, that is too much red flag. So he is busted right now. He has something in his system. By all means, just like Oscar De La Hoya said today to Canelo, I ain't no scientist. But you failed. You failed multiple drug tests. So this is what it is. He failed multiple drug tests, and Ryan has some quotes on it, right? I'll play it, and Devin also spoke on this too. So, but that's what I wanted to get out of this. It is no captions or sickening. There's articles everywhere. We can Google this, right? Ryan tested positive for a banned PED, right? Ryan tests positive for ostarine. These are headlines all over the place, right? Quote unquote, the term pop dirty is you failed a drug test. So, did he do it? Bill has said nothing, dummies. All the races are going crazy on Twitter. Devin does get his O back. People died in the ring. This is serious. It ain't cool. Report facts, not opinions. I mean, I'm putting all this stuff up here. Diddy was mad. King Rye beat up his boyfriend. Fake Harvey D in the chat. All right. But yeah, there's some alarming stuff in here that if it's Ryan bears Haney and still did Alicia pop dirty? Well, in that sense, she failed her drug test, but the sanctioning bodies allowed her to keep her belts, right? So there's not a lot of transparency with that situation. Apparently, she did enough for the sanctioning bodies to feel they don't strip her of that. So I don't know what her independent drug test that she did. She did an independent drug test on her own, and she submitted it to the sanctioning bodies as her due diligence, and they approved and they allowed it. It's not really out there, unfortunately. So in this sense, she did quote pop dirty, but for whatever in between, she is now allowed to continue to keep her belts. So that's still another ongoing thing, and yeah, it's interesting. Byron Bull, Shakur can KO Devin. When Floyd tested positive for the banned IV, nobody cared. Boxing Sensei. No, I think there was a lot of articles about Floyd and the IV stuff. You're talking about on a big level? I would have to go back and pull up a whole bunch of articles because there is a lot of articles on it. I think ESPN is one of them. So Boxing Commission will let you fight roided up. I wouldn't necessarily allow you to, it's just they didn't catch you, right? If this was actually officially caught, right? And for everyone who's coming in like, well, he tested before, so like, I mean, he failed the day before, so why didn't he stop it? No, they took a test and they didn't find out till after the fight. But on that specific day, documented, he failed, quote unquote, that testing period. And that window after the fight, he failed there too. So that's what happened. And and still got his ass beat. Grand genius. Manjo, not gonna lie though, people said he did look bigger. Devin Haney, the wet dream, got dog walked. Bro got rocked in the first round. He didn't recover ever since. That's the only way. Nah. I mean, look, guys, let's keep it PG, right? Let's keep the race out of it and stuff like that, right? We got a $5 super chat. What up, man? Steve-O, could Eddie Hearn have known, kept it under wraps, chose the money over safety? Maybe the powers that be need to take a closer look at Eddie Hearn. I mean, we can do a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, right? And like, I'm not against conspiracy theories, right? But I want to I think someone point in here, make sure you report the facts. I just want to make sure what is concrete out there, so I don't misinterpret the information and then regurgitate it out to everyone in the chat and create confusion, right? Because obviously this can be really confusing for a lot of new fight fans who never, or even just in general, right? Because I mean, ostarine, I think someone in the chat has mentioned ostarine has also been in someone else's case, right? So Amir Khan, right? I need to pull this up, right? Amir Khan, former boxer, right? Fought Terrence Crawford, Kell Brook, Canelo Alvarez. Amir Khan handed 2-year ban from all sport after doping positive, right? So this is a fighter who got banned in the UK, right? Former world champion. Oh, please don't make me see I have to register, right? Okay, I don't know if it's super faded. I'm gonna zoom in for receipts, right? We're gonna do receipts on this channel. Khan supplied a urine sample to an official, from UCAD. UK Anti-Doping is what UCAN stands for. A positive test result for ostarine was returned. So, granted, if this was true with Ryan Garcia and he was in the UK, well, guess what he would have got? No, I don't know why I zoomed out. Guess what he would have got? A 2-year ban. Now, and this is where a test positive followed bout against Kell Brook. Unfortunately, Khan didn't win that fight. But Amir Khan drugs ban. Sporting News, when did he fail his test? Can he return to boxing? Amir Khan looks like he did something with Sky Sports News. And he mentioned, I've never cheated in my life. Okay, that's it. Okay. So, that's ostarine. That's what it looks like when another fighter digested. And that's what it looks like what happened to him, right? So, like I said, I was going to go pull up what Ryan thought on this and what Devin. So, Devin's a little bit quick and easy. Ryan said a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to pull up Mike Coppinger. Shout out to Mike Coppinger, who was actually able to obtain a quote from Devin Haney. He mentioned to Mike Coppinger, we learned about this situation not too long ago, and it's unfortunate. Ryan cheated and disrespected both the fans and the sport of boxing by fighting dirty and breaking positive not once, but twice. I've always been an advocate for clean fighting, and this is an example of such. Ryan owes the fans an apology, and by his recent tweet, he still thinks this is a joke. We put our lives on the line to entertain people for a living. You don't play boxing. Quote, this puts the fight in completely different light. Despite the disadvantage, I still fought on my shield and got back up. People die in the sport. This isn't a joking matter. So once again, this is a quote obtained from Mike Coppinger at ESPN. He was able to get Devin, which looks like he was able to read some of the tweets that Ryan Garcia put out. Now, Ryan Garcia went live. He put a lot of tweets. He did a Twitter space. I'm going to play his live. No weapon against me shall prosper. These are some of the videos that he has. Let me turn this music off. And so,
what can I say? You know, why didn't they come out with this before, you know, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory and then they post this? You know, again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, you know, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded. So, at the end of the day, big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit.
And I was with this guy every single day. And I never ever saw
Fuck the Haneys. What's up, everybody?
in addition to it, like I said, he also went live. I'll read some more tweets. I need more steroids. I'm addicted. As you can see, Ryan is essentially trolling on the news and find out who paid who to create this lie. Now, I'm gonna release everyone's shit. Time to expose the real snakes. The gloves don't fit. I'm seen with Trump, and now I'm positive for steroids. This is straight an attack. Crazy. If I took steroids, then I'm for sure. I need to figure out a word to say that you guys know what it is. Well, it's not that big. It's 2020. I'm for sure gay. That's what he said. They are trying to take my greatest victory away. Kind of sad when you think about it. I don't care. I love God, and He will make this right. And I love you, Jesus. Ryan also says, nah, I ain't going to rematch him. I beat him easy, fair and square. I'll be damned if I rematch him. The odd makers heated, took down the house. Ha ha ha. Oh, by the way, Javante had some quotes. I'll read those to you. This is Ryan responding to Javante. Ryan Garcia says, why in the world would I volunteer for a drug test if I plan on taking drugs? Make it make sense. Did he pay for the drug test? Allegedly. I'm on the Jesus steroid. In addition to this, Javante deleted his tweet, but we got it. So Javante, who was a former opponent and highly sought fight between him and Devin. Granted, if Devin was able to win. Javante put out 2 tweets. He put out, they doing anything to take away the win from Ryan. If that's the case, ban Eddie Hearn, silver spoon ass. He also goes on and mentions people overlooked what Regis said about how they did him. Dirty game. All right, so Javante's out here at bat for Ryan Garcia. Shakur Stevenson also chimed in. Shakur Stevenson says, hey, say gang, any... I could say it because I'm half black, but you know, I don't want to get the chat all in arms. But if anyone gets in there and cheat me like that, R.I.P. All right. And any black I said black. All right? I'm thinking of this word. Any boxer standing with this shit is a hoe. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, get them out of boxing. Just get them out of boxing. All right. So and the reason why I don't say it because like they demonetize videos and stuff like that. So I'm going to bleep out certain stuff as much as I can because YouTube has like some sort of like advertising content thing. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what Shakur. He says ban him. Now, at the end of this is Ryan Garcia's live.
Steroids gang.
I'm gonna play it for you.
And I'm the girl in the background wanting clout.
Yeah.
People are saying they're like OnlyFans loading. I'm like,
I don't even know. Like I said in my video, I don't even know where the fuck it gets steroids. It's just
I'm
crazy.
like, okay, whatever. So
But
someone said,
I heard that Devin Haney, he's connected to Victor Conte, who's connected to Vada real close. Victor Conte, known to get caught for cheating, got banned from baseball, I believe, or whatever sport he was in. Thank you, man. How you doing? God bless you.
Just pause right there real quick for a lot of people who's just getting into boxing, right? To kind of help emphasize it. He's saying pretty much Devin works with Victor Conte, and Victor Conte has a relationship with VADA, which is the drug testing agency that said Ryan failed. So Ryan's pretty much saying, hey, because Devin works with this guy who was known in the past, right? And I'm gonna pull up for a lot of people who really don't know about this stuff, right? Victor Conte was, he worked with Barry Bonds. Victor Conte is a guy who has been affiliated to a lot of money laundering and distributing steroids, right? You guys can Google it. Because of this, right, and there's a whole story about Balco, and Shane Mosley has been brought up and connected, former boxer, which ironically, he goes on and claims that he helped Shane Mosley, and Shane Mosley is a guy who fought Oscar De La Hoya, right? So, but because of that, Devin a long time ago has gave his reason why he would work with Victor Conte. Right here, and we got it. I'm gonna play it. We're going in the archives. We're going to old school FightHype 5 years ago, right? 5 years FightHype archive, one of the best boxing archives out there. He explains why he decided to work with Victor Conte, even though there has been people who said, well, you know, kind of like a relationship thing, like once a cheater, always a cheater, right? So if this guy or girl cheats on people in a relationship, why would you want to date this guy, right? And you know, obviously people do change, and maybe because of his information, he can come and help the sport, right?
What's your affiliation with Snap?
It's what Devin.
Oh. What's your affiliation with Snap?
Last thing too, Victor Conte has a program called Snack, all right? Snack, pretty much he's like, Victor Conte is like a nutritionist now, right? He's pretty much saying I turned over from being, you know, a money laundering, steroid distributor to helping athletes with nutrition and a workout facility. You can see there's Devin right here with Snack, right? So Ryan's kind of saying that because that Devin works with Victor, of course I'm going to fail a drug test.
Affiliation with Snap.
So this is Devin Five just saying why.
What's your affiliation with Snap?
Oh yeah, you know, I seen the bad stuff you were saying about Snap too, man.
No, just kidding.
Oh, you a hater, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you low-key hating, huh?
Yeah.
We'll be talking about Uncle Victor, not here.
No, man,
I like
listen.
Victor.
Yeah, well,
Drug chief, but
man,
continue.
I love Victor Conte, man. Listen, what he did, whatever, that was, you know, some years ago. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I'm perfectly clean. Victor hasn't, you know, tried to give me any type of nothing, you know what I'm saying, but some vitamins. You know, Victor has helped me, you know, tremendously. You know, going out there and training in the Bay Area is great. You know, they got a great track coach, Remy. You know, a great program with hard training. You know, ain't no drug, cheat, or none of that shit.
He has been.
Man, that shit was old. People
He
changed.
taught Shane Mosley how to inject it.
Man, people changed. That shit was old. That shit was years ago. Like, years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? People can change. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you did some stuff in the past that you
never committed a crime that hurt other people. I've never, and
okay, well, I'm sure you're not gonna admit. I'm sure you won't admit that you committed a crime in front of these cameras. Listen, I'm not gonna say I committed a crime neither. Listen, I haven't done nothing. Listen.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Everybody deserves a second chance, you know.
But when Willie Monroe gets caught December 16th, and that's one of his clients, I mean, I have a right to bring up suspicion.
So that doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't, man. That hell no. That don't got nothing to do with him. Because listen, if Darren, come over here. Darren, I got an example right here. If he was my fighter, right? He signed to me. If he was to go test positive for some marijuana, do that mean I smoke too? Or did that mean he just smoked?
No, that's an insane example. That's an insane and extreme example.
No,
because he
don't smoke.
Because he was never convicted. Sound kind of perfect.
No. I gave him the weed then.
You got a lot of fans here, I see. But
listen, did I give him the weed? Did I give him the weed?
Now we're talking my talk.
Listen,
what I'm saying is this: he was convicted of a crime. He is a convicted felon doing the same thing. And December 16th, Willie Monroe, who was under Snack, was caught cheating. He was supposed to fight Charlo December 22nd, and was caught. No, he did not. He did not get caught for an illegal substance.
Right.
So correct. So stand. No, correct yourself. Correct yourself. No, correct yourself.
No, he did miss his test.
No, what I'm saying, but not because of an illegal substance.
No. All I was trying to say,
he was
missed
in
his
Los
test.
Angeles at the Fox Studios.
Right.
So what do you think about that? Is that kind of fishy?
No,
that he
because
missed
he
his
was
test?
never caught up with.
No, but is that fishy that you missed the test though?
No, not because that's not the parallel example. If you're talking parallel examples, it is not because
no, but I'm asking you. No, not no parallel example. I'm trying to ask you a question. Do you think that that's kind of fishy if somebody misses their test?
No, because they have to take a piss test after the test.
So if it's your day to go see your PO and you don't show up,
because you don't know
gotta
when
take
they're
a
coming.
piss test.
You don't know when they're coming.
Huh?
They just show up. You don't know when they're coming.
They reach out. They reach out to you and tell you, hey, we at your house.
But he was already in Los Angeles.
How many addresses do you have to give?
Hey,
Devin, I got it.
No, hold on. No.
Let's talk about it. Okay, go ahead.
No, because I just signed up for VADA too. You get one address.
Okay, so there's a lot of old school gems dropped in here, and they brought up Willie Monroe, right? This is a lot of like if a lot of you guys are just getting new to boxing, great. I'm taking you guys down like a big old boxing lesson, right? And Devin also said right there, he said you give one address, you get one address, right? So so Willie Monroe Jr., right? The father's son. This is the son. Willie Monroe Jr. He did fail a drug test. He was supposed to fight Charlo, right? Now when he fought Charlo, right? VADA and WBC announced adverse finding after Willie Monroe Jr. drug test. Okay, he did fail it. However, for a lot of people in this sense, right, who don't know about this case, right? Fuck, do I have to find this on Twitter? Blah 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 blah. Okay. So same thing. All right. So we're gonna use this as a what is this? Marquette Sports Law Review. All right. WADA drug testing standards. Okay. So pretty much what I'm trying to find is that William Monroe did have an adverse finding. Pretty much failed his VADA testing like Ryan Garcia. All right. However, later on, which they caught it before the fight. They caught it way before the fight. So they were able to remove Willie Monroe, all right, after he failed the A sample, right? They were able to say, you know what, let's not go through it. Let's stop it. However, with the B sample, which we all know that you get a B sample, right? That B sample was tested from Willie Monroe, and he did pass his B sample, which means that the first sample, his A1, was strangely just not right? So, let me see. Willie Monroe. God, where this? It's don't tell me it's like scrubbed for a minute. Pass B sample. All right. Good old Twitter, right? Let's go to good old Twitter, and then we're gonna jump right back. Why all this is going on? I'm gonna type Monroe B sample. Right. Well, if someone finds an article, or you guys like go down a rabbit hole, pretty much what I'm trying to show is that Ryan Garcia has the same opportunity to go and say, look, I'm clean, I'm innocent, and I would like to do my B sample, right? His A sample has clearly been shown up twice. He has 2 A samples in 2 different days. So right now, he might even need 2 B samples, right? Because think about it. If you failed 2 tests, but you have another additional, and that makes me wonder, like, did they test both of them at the same time, at the same place? Like, at the same, like, there's so many mysteries, right? And, like, I don't know what the levels he got. And in this case, we don't know. But Willie Monroe is just another guy, failed a drug test, got his B sample, cleared, boom. Amir Khan was a person who clearly got 2-year ban for having ostarine. And let me see what other athletes might have ostarine. While I'm pulling this up, right, I'm going to continue playing the remainder of the Ryan Garcia live.
And I don't even know what ostarine is. What is ostarine? I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, fuck ostarine.
I was on tequila. Tequila, that's it. If tequila got steroids, that's crazy. I'm guilty. Shout out tequila.
I'm trolling.
Be trolling, bro. Wait till the real story come out, though. Wait till the real story comes out. You know what I mean? So, again, if they try to,
We're gonna take a picture really quick.
they're trying to make it to a no contest. You're right. There was no contest. It was easy work. Light work, left hook was crazy. I mean, if say I did take ostarine, right? I would have made weight then, because it makes you lose weight. On top of it, why is it that I volunteered to do the drug test if I knew I was gonna start cheating? I don't even. Nobody on my team knows how to cheat. We came from nowhere. We don't know how to cheat. Nobody around me has experienced cheats. They're out to get me.
What do you guys think what Ryan's saying right now?
It is what it is, man. I'm just gonna lift this to God. Let God's will be done, not mine. I just keep on quoting. No weapon against me shall prosper. That's it. Funny that I bring up all these things. How about Gaza? Protect Trump. All these things that you shouldn't be saying. Of course they're trying to get me. Because I love everybody. Because I'm trying to save the kids. It's crazy. These guys are probably pedos. It's facts. These guys are probably pedos. It's the truth. They're haters, bro. I never did it. Everybody knows that I beat his ass easy. Easy fucking word. Fuck Devin Haney. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit. I need that thing jumping. I'm going to play my song Haney Pack in the club. Everybody go stream Blessed and Highly Favored right now. Go follow me on Spotify at King Ryan. We going to run this up. I'm going to laugh in their face all day. No Diddy. Diddy probably paid for it. Diddy paid for the drug test. Diddy made the call. Diddy. Come on now. Diddy did it. Diddy fucking did it, bro. It's all good, bro. Fuck that dude. Fuck that. What's up, everybody?
All right, so he went live too, and then I played this video early. He put this is my opinion, all right. And I'm gonna get to the chat. I'm gonna read everyone's opinion, all right. This is my opinion, all right. If you have confidence that you did not fail a drug test, right? If you did not fail a drug test, you took multiple samples, like multiple containers. The easiest thing to say is, test the other ones. Test the other ones. Obviously, you guys don't know what you're doing. Matter of fact, get someone who didn't do it. Get someone completely who didn't do it. Like, get a whole new team. Whoever tested my first sample, get a whole new squad. Just get a whole new squad. Just get a whole new testing squad. Get a whole new different people, and just test it. Test my B sample. You got another sample, right? You got 9-10 days, right? Right? Just go ahead, test that one, right? And it's almost like, what's a good example of like, all right, it's like me, like in here, right? If someone said I said something, I said I didn't say it, right? Then just go to the tape. Just pull up the stream. Just pull this stream up, all right? Just pull the stream up. Just pull it up. Just pull the stream up. Pull it up. Nothing to worry about, right? Just pull the stream up. So in this case, right, if you feel that you have been completely robbed, then just have the B sample tested. Now, granted, I understand there's a lot of stuff going on. Maybe Ryan doesn't know what to say. Maybe he doesn't know what the hell he's going, what he's doing. But really, someone needs to tell him if he's honestly didn't, he gets 9-10 days. You got 9-10 days. They put it away. You got 9-10 days. Ask for it. If not, then it's obviously, that's how they feel. It's obviously then you failed, right? Because we don't need to go out our way to spend money and test this other one if you don't feel like defending yourself. So that's what I was hoping to hear. That's what I was wishing to hear, and that's not what I heard, right? Now, we'll go on, people on that conspiracy saying that, Victor Conte has played a part, Devin's the golden child and yada yada and things like that. I mean, everyone who quote unquote lost money on the bookies, they're not getting their money back. That's not how betting works. That's not how casinos works. So, but let's see. Let's get the chat. SRMs can be bought legally. Yeah, 32-0 DHP. Get off your knees, my man. Ryan's a fraud. No, I'm literally right now saying that if Ryan does not, like, if you're wondering where I stand on that, I stand that Ryan failed the drug test. He failed 2 of them. So by optics, you failed. You're a failure. You have failed drug tests. Objectively on paper, you have failed, or you have had things in these 2 drug tests that you gave that didn't pass the requirements of being clean. So until otherwise, Ryan is he failed. He failed his drug test. You know, there's no really conspiracy except for you have another sample, have it tested. It's clear as day that they have told this man, all right? And for everyone who's also like, oh, you know, it's just coming out. These guys know, right? These guys know. Like Devin and Bill Haney, they've already known about this, right? And Ryan, they've all been informed prior to the news going out. Like this is all like, all right. So with that being said, Ryan could have already been on, give me the B sample, give me the B sample, give me the B sample, right? The reason why it just can't be flooded out like that is because they signed a lot of agreements, right? It's like health agreements, right? So when you do these things, they're technically private information and they can't just go out. But these guys have been informed, and Devin and Bill have been sitting on this information as well as Ryan. So even with all the information and knowing about this is eventually going to go out at some point, this is his talk, this is his track, this is what he is speaking, this is how he's speaking and defending himself, that Diddy, Puff Daddy did it, unless his conspiracies or his truths, right, are real, and that's how the world operated, and then coming to get them, you know, fair game. But I need to hear, you need to test my B sample, and that's just me. That's just me. So I'm not on Ryan's quote unquote side. If anything, I'm probably more on Devin's side on this. I just can't speak as if I know the levels. I can't speak on how much he had of this, right? And really, at the end of the day, I don't know if he's already submitted and asked for the B sample. So Ryan, if you're in here, right, and you know this video gets just get your B sample tested and call it a day, right? Haney was a professional, did everything the right way. Ryan cheated, and that's why he won. I knew something was up. Classic WWE 2K matches. True speak, Ryan weak as F for that, bro. Young Quattro, and still, Allah is the perfect planner. Chase, VA, definitely dirty. Basically, he's saying his hard training at work out routine gets thrown in the trash, and Vasa and his victims won the fight with no effort. Guilty, he's so obvious. Who do you got? Bivol, better beef? I got better beef, but that's a 50-50 fight. Haney had the ref helping him, was hugging the entire fight, and had a promoter against him, but no one said shit. Don't cry now. Now, granted, this doesn't take away the damage, right? Devin, there's a lot of people who have failed drug tests, right? I want everyone to know this too. There's a lot of people that fail drug tests and still get their ass whipped, right? And then there's people who do fail drug tests and whoop the other person's ass, right? Prime example, De La Hoya Vargas, right? De La Hoya, this was a big built-up fight when I was growing up, and big robbery. And Oscar De La Hoya, you can see in the thumbnails, had clearly beat Fernando Vargas. And Fernando Vargas, after that fight, right? This is after the fight. Fernando Vargas in 1990, he was charged with, no, wrong. He had a positive drug test, right? I think that's following the after the De La Hoya fight. So by all means, you can beat people on it, but it's just not fair, right? I did pull up this other article, right, which was interesting. There seems like there was a whole bunch of UFC fighters that might have actually failed on this. Which UFC fighters have tested positive for ostarine? All you need to know. So Sports Kita, right? It looks like they're referencing a lot. So I'm not going all deep like I know this, right? But former UFC Jimmy Wallheads has had ostarine troubles, right? And he said that when he was tested positive for a substance he unknowingly took, the sample was found to contain and received a 9-month suspension. I sent USADA a fresh sealed tub of the product I used and it was positive. Then USADA sourced their own and what was contaminated and positive ostarine too. The fact that I have been proven innocent means so much to me. Okay, so somehow, some way, there's fighters that right now have been proven quote unquote innocent in this case, I think. What's it? This is the whole contaminated ostarine prohibited. Okay, so hear me out, guys. Ostarine is prohibited, just like we said, in the UFC. almost 24 fighters, so that's about almost 24 fights, have tested positive for ostarine since USADA and the UFC part in 2015, including Ryan Garcia's favorite fighter in the UFC, Sean O'Malley, and Amanda Ribas. Many other athletes have suspensions reduced after it was confirmed that contaminated supplements were to blame. All right? So the levels, right? Like if it's contaminated, and if we're taking this Kevin Iole tweet to heart, ostarine is a PED you have to take in extremely large quantities, but if it was contaminated, then it would probably suggest a contaminated amount of levels. But we don't know that. But we do know is that there's a B sample, such a B sample. But UFC also had their issues with ostarine, and they pretty much was like, it's cool. We found out it was contaminated. And by doing that, this is what they probably did. All these fighters probably all submitted their supplements, and they probably came to terms that X amount of fighters, all X used amount of this product, which ironically, X amount of those products have, in this X amount of period of time, had this X amount of this ostarine in there, which X amount like got pushed out, and they all X failed, right? That's pretty much what happened, right? That's what that quote unquote story is claiming, right? I don't have no proof that they did or not. I'm just reading the articles, just like so. So we're in a situation where Ryan, quote unquote, is claiming that he has taken some sort of supplement, which I'm assuming he said, my bad, I shouldn't have took these. Stress support. And now that is the reason why he may have potentially had adverse findings in his A samples the day before and after. Now, ostarine. How long does ostarine stay in system? Ostarine, which the drug, ostarine, in which the drug is enobosarine, it has a half-life of hours. This means that if you take 10 milligrams, hypothetically, after 24 hours, you'll have around 5 milligrams left on your body. After 48 hours, it would be probably completely metabolized. So, granted, if he took it the day before, it means it would only half its amount, but it would still show up in his body. So, by all means, if he had ostarine the day before, he's gonna have ostarine the day after. You can't run from ostarine. It's a 48-hour cycle period, right? It's there for 48 hours according to I can't really source Quora, right? I got all right. But that's what Quora says, right? That's not the greatest source, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just quote that. But that's probably taken from some stuff, right? But let's just hypothetically, right? We can go down. Like, I'm gonna put that out. Don't quote that, right? Don't quote this, right? Because this is a thread, right? This is some thread. PhD in general practitioner in neurology. This is a thread. So I can't go by a thread. But let's say hypothetically, if it's somewhat accurate, right? That means ostarine has shown to be detected in urine tests up to 9 days from brutal force. I don't know what brutal force is, right? So don't source these, right? I'm just Googling with you guys. Like, let's say we're all just kicking at some pad. That's all we're doing. We're Googling this together. They're saying it could be in their system for 9 days. So at some point, it doesn't look like you can get this out of your system within 24 hours, right? It seems like if he took this supplement the day before, it's going to be there. All right. Now, granted, that's why it's very important to understand how much of ostarine he took, because if it's consistently showing it is not a large, extremely large quantity the day before and a large after, he may have a case and claim to be like, yeah, it was just supplements, right? But if he had a large amount, he's gonna still have a large amount halved based off that thread. That's what it would show. So, what we're missing is how much ostarine was in his testing the day before, and the 2 tests, right? And we probably, if he feels those supplements were contaminated, he needs to get those supplements sent over immediately to get tested to see if there was contamination in it with ostarine in it. And 3, he needs to get his B sample taken so that at this point, if he has done these things and his B sample is clear, then he's cool. He's cool. We cool. Like Ryan Garcia, you won. Now, the people who talk about the weight, that's a whole nother conversation that we've already exhausted last week, right? But really, at the end of the day, those are really the questions that we need to get from, Ryan. Are you guys going to B sample test your stuff, right? And even I think some drug tests even have C samples so that you can even, are the B ones fucked up too? Do the C sample, right? So, but we can see that ostarine has been shown to be contaminated supplements in other athletes. But for right now, all we can say is that Ryan Garcia, by fact, failed for ostarine 2 urine samples. Now, here's the big key opponent. I totally forgot about this, guys. Sorry, I know I said I'll be reading the chat, but there's so much to really get out of there. So I definitely will get into the chat, and I'll try to pull. I know the chat is getting really long, so I might miss some of it, so I'm sorry. This is I want to be very thorough when I research and look this up with you guys, right? We spent all this time on ostarine, but we did not spend any time on allegedly the second potential, which hasn't been confirmed, of his other failed finding. So that means if you do the math, he has 2 samples that has to be tested, 2 B samples for 2 different supplements, which means that even if ostarine is not in the B sample, the first and second, he has a potential second finding that they have to confirm and clear if it was really in his body. So we have to now dispute not 1 sample, not 2, but 2 samples for not just 1 failed substance, but 2 failed substance, which is this 19 nordostrone, whatever the hell it is, which we're about to Google, right? I don't know what this is. But now, this is where it gets really tricky, right? We literally have 2 tests. He has to do 2 B sample tests for 2 different failed drug tests. That is a lot. That is a lot to scoot around and say. And I see Mike Coach said, does not make sense that they are reporting this late. It's only because the simple fact that the test has been done. The test has already been done. Check it out. The tests have been literally done around probably a week ago, right? But what happens is they have to go through the due diligence and go through this and that, and there's protocols and papers they sign. They can't just release the information instantly, right? The Haneys and the Garcias know, or at least attempted to be contacted about this information, and they can't speak on it because they have signed a like an NDA, a non-disclosure, for that reason. That's why. Now, whenever the reason in the window and all this stuff, these letters, granted, the letters have been sent out, right? Mike Hoppinger has confirmed, and Dan Raphael, that they have obtained a letter. So, per Avata letter, right? They didn't speak of it. Per Avata letter obtained by ESPN. So Garcia has 10 days, guys. All right. So let's do a countdown. Remember this date, May 10th. So around May 10, May 11 is where we should be hearing, did Ryan do it? Now, doesn't mean we're going to instantly get the result, but that's his window. He has 10 days for 2 different tests for 2 different findings. But the only thing I want to make sure is that both Dan and Mike has confirmed that second finding is unconfirmed. So we can't put this 19 nordostrone on him yet. We can only say he failed for ostarine, and that's what they stand by. But they have potentially found. So let's go into it. Significance. All right. So this is a National Library of Medicine. It looks official. It's a .gov. So I'm gonna rock with a .gov versus a thread. So National Library of Medicine. It seems like a lot of work, but we're gonna get through this, guys. All right. So is a potent anabolic steroid have been prohibited. So it has been not approved in sports for 30 years. So that they put this 19 not shown on the ban list for 30 years, so we know what it is. No. The detection of the main urinary amounts greater than 2, an average. So they're talking about the amounts, right? This is the quote unquote the unallowed amount of it. Now I'm looking for what it does. Like, why do they not want you to have it? Like, what is the reason? 19 is normally found in urine samples. So they say this is normally found in urine samples. The threshold being fixed. Okay, so it seems like it's saying should permit testing with the required performance level of 1. It appears that low 19 is usually not detected in urine samples during routine. Okay, so they're saying this is normally in your piss, but they don't detect it because it's at an absolutely low level that they just don't consider it. But if it's at a fixed high threshold, or if it reaches this threshold of high, then they're like, okay, this is an abnormal human amount of this shit in your body, so we know something's weird about this because you produce this, but this is an unnormal amount that you produce. So there is a potential of maybe, once again, levels matter, right? I don't know the levels. Is this level right at the borderline of, is it acceptable, is it not? So that's maybe what is considered unconfirmed, but I don't know why is it unconfirmed. Like, I don't know what the reason is unconfirmed, so I can't speak on it. They're just saying it's unconfirmed. Ingestion from contaminated commercial products. In the past 5 years, numerous studies have confirmed that products sold as nutritional or sports supplements are not properly labeled and contained, whether that is deliberate steroids or stimulants such as caffeine, all which do not appear in a list there. So they're saying that some athletes who tested positive were able to link the test results to mislabeled commercial products. So here comes the contamination thing again, right? This is kind of going to be the talk point, right? It's some sort of contamination is what they're going to say. Ingestion of a non-castrated pig? What the has anyone congested a non-castrated pig? Okay, I better not hear this is the reason why Ryan Garcia failed, because of a non-castrated pig that he ingested, all right? So I'm going to skip that. I don't expect to hear that. The effect of exercise. In the past years, different groups have tested selected athletes' samples to determine whether exercise played. I'm sorry. I got to laugh. Well, who the hell is eating non-castrated? Okay, I'm just, this just... I had to laugh at that. I'm sorry. The effect of the exercise. In the past years, different groups have tested selected athletes' samples to determine whether exercise played a role of so you can exercise? One group analyzed samples taken from 2 cohorts of football players. Amateurs and professionals know that up to 6% of samples collected post-match in uncontrolled conditions contain traces of 19NA. The authors, what is it? But is it an abnormal? Is either indigenous production release, yada, 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 yada. Another group reported results of 385 samples from 40 football players and described concentrations of 19NA as significantly higher than those before. Okay, so if you exercise, it increases, but how much does it do? Well, again, in uncontrolled conditions, traces of 19NA were found in some professional football samples, but were absent in samples from the controlled group. Okay, so under controlled conditions, baseline, exercise was not found to influence it. So there was no impact on excretion. Only one sample contained miserable. Okay, so we can move that out. But what does it do? Okay, what does this do? Right? Like, what do we call it? Are we gonna call this Ryan Garcia Piggate? I hope not. Right? Ryan, don't please. If you are listening to the chat and on FightHype, do not use the pig. We do not need Piggate. Right? We don't need that. But let's see. Why is it banned? Why is this allegedly thing banned? Like, what is it doing? Although it's still FDA approved. So guys, this is really important. In America, this is allowed. Ostarine is not allowed to be sold in any digestible. So that is not good. All right. I see someone said, why are we breaking down steroids? He cheated. Look, we're rabbit holing, right? All we're doing is rabbit holing down this, right? Because really we're just trying to understand what Ryan is trying to come up with besides where's the B sample. You got to take the B sample test, right? So I just want to hear all this stuff. I just want to be in preparation, right? Because Ryan already, by us researching in the chat, we already heard him kind of spit some of the stuff that what we researched. So he could have Googled some of these things. Once again, he might have not even known he failed the drug test, right? Like, oh shit, I don't know what this shit is, man. Yeah, they're saying it's doing this. So he's trying to use logic, right? Use the B sample, take the B sample, get your supplements tested, and we'll go from there. But why is this? So it's still FDA approved, so you still can eat this and have this, but it's no longer marketed. You can't market this in the U.S. because it's Schedule 11 controlled substance, and it's illegal to use it without a prescription. Oh, so you need a prescription for this, right? We're also breaking this down because we're really trying to understand, like, how did Ryan get this in his system, right? That's what we're doing, right? It is illegal to use this without a prescription. And this is from clevelandclinic.org, right? And I'm cool with Gov.org. We cool with Gov.orgs. Govs and orgs we can rock with because they're not a threat, right? So, but both NCAA and WADA put this on the prohibited list as well. So it seems like you just can't use this, period. And it seems like you can't get this shit unless, like, unless you're supposed to, you know what I mean? So, as boxing fans, right, guys, like, we don't want this to be true, right? We don't want this to be true. And I already know the play on the other side, and people can clip this and put it on Twitter and all the stuff I'm saying. Like, I'm just, I know that there's going to be another side where they're going to say, look, Victor Conte has this relationship with Snack, so because of it, and because he's a nutritionist, right? This is the angle that a lot of people are also going to go for the side. Because he's a nutritionist, he's going to know, and he worked with the drug testing thing, right? Imagine, like, your PO knows how to pass and fail essentially a drug test, right? So people are going to say, yo, Snack is dirty because there's supplements and things in there that will essentially allow you to bypass and beat these tests. And because allegedly people claim that he knows this test so well, what better person knows how to create things to get around the thing he knows how to beat or pass? That's what they're going to say about Snack. And that's kind of the story about Snack. Like, they've always said that. And that's going to be what's going to be countering, essentially, the Ryan Garcia claim, saying that, well, this is VADA, and VADA would favor the Snack fighters. But the only thing we can go off of this stuff, and then make sure if y'all clip this shit, make sure you clip the whole thing out, right? Don't make me look like all crazy. Because that happened to my guy Sean. So, but the thing is, what we can know for a fact is that right now we have 2 tests that says Ryan Garcia has failed for 1 and potential 2, right? And that's all we can go off about, right? So I'm trying not to be biased, right? And we're all going to be biased. We're all going to have some sort of rooting interest or perspective or a thought of some sort of what we think is right and wrong. But only thing I can go off is, yo, if you failed Ryan, please take the B sample, right? Everyone in the chat should be asking Ryan to take the B sample test, right? And this is not the first time we went down people failing drug tests, right? Dillian White is a prime example of a guy who failed, but Deontay Wilder was like, Dillian White, where your B sample at? And for people who don't know, and it comes in it, right? This is a very famous phrase, like, where is it? Which, by the way, guys, we got to do a lot of interviews with a lot of people out here because, let's see, Wilder, yeah.
Deontay, we talked over the phone. We had a great conversation about.
And when you wake up, and you don't know how you woke up. You just was up.
What do you know with testing with the controversy? Does that give you like a more of a reluctance of performing in the UK, knowing that all these tests and here and there? Like,
I mean, it's just it's a hard situation. You know what I mean? It's like a rock.
I don't know if we have it. I think Michelle Joy Phelps might have the Deontay going, where's the B sample? But that's what we should be asking. Where's the B sample? You know? Where is Mike's? I got so much shit up. Mike Hoppinger. Is there anything new been up? Okay, Mike got some history too, guys. All right, Mike got some history. Shout out to Mike for making this a little bit more transparent too. The PED ostarine has been used in boxing before. Lucian Bute tested positive for the banned substance in 2016, following the draw with Badu Jack. This is true. In their WBC super middleweight title fight, the result was changed to a DQ win. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Where the Devin Haney boys at? Where the Devin Haney fans at? Uh-oh. 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 Where the Devin Haney fans at? This might get you to smile, all right? The result was changed to a DQ win. Oh, shit. I thought this might go to a no contest, but damn. Are they about to give Devin the win? They about to give Devin the win? They're about to give Devin the win? Are they going to give Devin the win? Are they about to give Devin the win? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hold on. We about to go to Devin Haney's box rec real quick. All right. So right now, 31-1. Is this going to be... The question is it going to be 31-0-1? Or is it going to be 32-0-0? Or if Ryan Garcia comes out here like a boss and was like, boom, test my supplements, give me the B sample, yada, 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 let's go. And this stays as a 1. Which one is it going to be? Which one is it going to be? Yo, that's crazy. The test was highly... All right, I'm done. I got to read the chat. The chat's cracking me up. All right. I'm so sorry for missing a lot of chat. Like, there's so much that I had to make sure we put in this stream to make sure that we covered a lot of the stuff, right? Only thing I want just before I get to the chat and you know, real quick, guys, how many we got? What, about 500 people? All right, this is my bad. All right, I apologize. I was supposed to have like a call-in, like so that you guys can call in and we chat, you know, and do all this stuff. I was supposed to have a call-in so that I wouldn't just be reading chat. Like, you guys would come in here and chat and we'd be like, whatever. So I promise you guys, if you guys like these streams where we're just talking and just chilling, I'm gonna get some fighters to come in live. Just so you guys know, we try to get Bill. We try to get Bill. But we'll get all that stuff. So we'll try to get the whole thing. But all right, I'm gonna read the chat. Someone said, "Shut up and read it." Right? All right. My bad. Damn. I'm gonna pushy chat, man. Main suspect. Let's get this up. All right. All right. Cool. Let me get this all going. All right. All right. Cool. Let me just make this part really big. We don't really care. You guys don't care about having Ryan Garcia, right? There you go. We're gonna put it like that. Why would they let him fight if they know he was dirty? All right, so I'm gonna skim through a lot of this stuff, just simply because of the fact that you know, I've answered a lot of these things, right? For anyone saying he cheated, y'all don't like him no more. It's stupid, bro. Y'all just not smart to see though. Devin's cheating, bro. He literally tweeted so quick after something happened. Fly like the wind. I don't think he did it. Why would he do this to himself? Ryan's physique definitely looked like PEDs. It might be close though. When Haney have that loss removed, get Ryan out of boxing. How you get your ass whooped and earn a W? What the fuck? Chase Affleck, Ron G, one of the hardest working individuals. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope he don't get rocked. Haha. Today was a good day for boxing. First Canelo and Hoya, now Ryan on PEDs. It's like Popeye and spinach, and Ryan is Vasa. Brian Bull, funny ASL. I have nothing to say. As they say in basketball, ball don't lie. Did he do it? Build the dream, Haney. Ryan out of boxing. If it come out Ryan had low amounts, he would be able to sue the networks and whoever. Y'all gotta remember, this is boxing. This boxing shit has mad politics. Didn't I tell you, School of Skills? Why did they let him fight though? Google says many bodybuilders take it and put it on muscle mass, enhance their fat loss, speed, and increase strength while bulking and cutting circles. So that's what Ryan was saying. Like, why would I be on this if I couldn't make weight? This would have helped me. Y'all taking up Dev Chinny Chin Chin. School of Skills said, you gonna listen to school? Ryan quit in the biggest fight in his life and used steroids in the second biggest fight. Destro. Jet lag, world travel, laughing mode. TBA is called Elms. What up, Elms? Ryan blaming Illuminati. That bum. Straight up cheating. SMH. Boxing Associated would have said something. All these technology, they don't have the same day testing answers, right? I mean, I wish that was the case. Get this bum out of boxing. Because there was so much in the chat, it might have cut some. So if I didn't read it, just write it back in the chat. I'm gonna read your chat. Devin was cheated. Canelo failed drug test, and today Ryan Garcia failed one too. I guess Oscar gave Ryan the raw chorizo shot. Personally, no Diddy is what Ryan says for Money Team. Middang 13. Why are we breaking down steroids? He cheated. I mean, so that we can have an understanding of what the fuck is going on, right? It would be a tragedy, Mike Golden says. If the fight was overtuned, what a waste of everyone's time. Murd 15 saying rematch would never happen. Ain't nobody getting in the ring with him with all that trolling and cheating he was doing. What up, Jamel? Yes, sir. If they give Haney his O back, no one will take him serious anyways. Snoop, he literally got floored. Give muscles mass, I think. He's trying to save face. Curtis Baldwin says. Squid Ink Pasta says, Devin trying to find any excuse. Curtis LOL. Champ, Haney pays large amounts to VADA. Canelo failed 2 drug tests, and today Ryan Garcia failed one too. I guess Oscar gave Ryan the... Oh, I just read that. Are you just spamming that? Red says Roydgate. Hip. School of Skills. Ryan got floored before the fight. Now he Mike Tyson. The chorizo shot is nasty work. He was praising Ryan and his dad. Chase says grand genius. Why not? Ryan was juice. Hurrah. Damn, that explains Ryan yelling after getting hit. No PEDs. He got dropped. 2 cheaters, Curtis Baldwin says. Chill, guys. So Ryan was on drugs because they green didn't know what they are. Mega Loden red. Hip. We need the B sample, right, Mike? Mike Coates, we need the B sample. Snack is dirty. Ryan got floored. All right, cool. That's Devin samples. Golden cheats. Buy a bomb 100. J Dog puts crying emojis. We need the B sample. If he was willing to come in overweight and troll beyond belief, what else is he capable of doing? Blue Star says. Mind Dang 13. You trying to find him out? Find him and out. Devin undefeated. Haney fans, we bad. I ain't getting finding out. I'm just trying to cover both bases, man. Squid Ink Pasta Snack dirty. Ryan was on that Ivan Drago pack, not the Haney pack, right? Jesse L. I don't know. He might have a couple packs. You know, Ryan's going to blame Illuminati again, which he kind of is. Grand genius, that O must mean more than we think. And I guess so. Mike, he knew exactly what he was taking. The test was not highly favored. Boy was roid raging and tweaking all fight week. Haney already paid once before to remove an L off his record. No judgment to the B sample, Mike says. The test was not highly favored. Snack dirty. The bodyguard he was playing in his food, right? No, it's not FDA. No, Me Gaming says. Wow. What the F is the Ivan Drago pack? Rocky 4, man. You don't watch no Rocky 4? He's done. Reminder that Haney took the fight knowing all this, so why is he crying now? I don't know if he knew he failed a drug test, right? I think that's fair to say, right? Ryan got floored by a bum. Then dog walks Haney how. They need to go old school, chopping wood, eating high quality food. Turbo vanilla. I really do not want this to be true. Everything that has PEDs and says it on the bottle. That's not true. That's not true. All right, that's not 100% true. Snack dirty. And I see someone says, "My bad, I was spamming." No, it's cool. I know I normally read the chat more, so I'm just literally going through every chat and putting your chats up here. So, second L, Haney pays to remove. You keep saying snack is dirty, but Ryan was literally a snack athlete. Oh, Cam Flowers spitting some bars. I'm not saying snack is dirty. I'm just saying what people is gonna come up and say. But listen. The people who did, I don't know if that was to me, Cam. But if it was me or not, like, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, depending on when you came in the stream, it may sound like, what is it, Victor? Let's go check Victor Conte's. I bet your Victor Conte has some stuff. Like, he hasn't said nothing yet. But, all right. But I know that for a fact. Let me put this up. And also, I remember Ryan used to post a lot, like, look, I'm clean on VADA. I'm clean on VADA. Look at my VADA test. Look at my VADA test. All right. There was a picture of Ryan in a snack shirt, meaning he was a snack athlete. All right, I got it right here. All right. Let me put this down. I'm going to get back to the chat. All right. So this was March 14th, right, when Ryan was talking about. So Victor Conte says, seems like Ryan Garcia was giving Snack System a thumbs up with a snack strong smile. How you like it? Hashtag. We are praying for Ryan to find a way back to reality. I mean, he was a snack athlete, right? So Cam. Bars, right? Bars, right? So... Grand Genius, 31-1. Haney would never be Floyd. The test was not highly favored. I heard he was doing some dirty shit. A little birdie told me. Hector Garcia Montes beats Devin in Mexico. Ryan said he doesn't know where it came from. Then he says he was in his Iswanda. I struggle saying that. But then he says if he did use steroids, he still beat him no matter what. Let's go Haney. Snack strong. And it will tell you not for human consumption. Oh, I get what you're saying. It would tell you on the bottle it says not for human consumption. Legally, it's supposed to say it. Ryan looked different against Haney. He never had a fight win like that ever. And why didn't Bill throw in the towel? And did he think Snack would kick in? If this is true, Haney's still undefeated. What about Derek James? If Haney gets his 0-0 back, he would never hear the end of the 6 knockdowns. Probably not. Off the hook girls, overweight and on steroid. Does the win even count? Does the win even count? And honestly, chat, just while I'm reading it, does the win count? What's your honest opinion? If Ryan actually did fail, does this change your perspective? Like what is it? Do you think now Devin deserves the win? Do you have sympathy? You know? Chase Bauer, exactly. Overweight and steroids does not win even count. He did have George St. Pierre Pex. Exactly. Derek James have to answer some questions. On what? I'm just curious. On what Derek James looking for an excuse as we speak. Oh, you're talking about Derek James, the trainer. I'm sorry, I forgot who Ryan's trainer was for a second. Ryan's a hell of a cheater. You know, maybe in a Floyd Mayweather voice. Oh, Ryan's a hell of a cheater. Snack EBT. Or Snap EBT. And still, Haney versus everybody. Haney has 2 losses in his record. Ryan cheated. Watch the B sample come out worse. You remember Jarrell Miller? He had a hell of a fucking failed test. We remember Haney getting back up 6 times to a PED user. Damn, what a quote. If that's true, this is like almost a movie, right? This is almost like a movie story, right? This is giving me, if you're a UFC fan, John Jones, Daniel Cormier kind of vibes, right? Because they had a rivalry, right? So, Did I read that? Oh, yeah. There was rumors of Arrow on steroids for years. Remember, other fighters were accusing Arrow of that. Man, this ain't good. Overweight, but Haney glad took that $500K per pound. Ryan's a big cheater. Overweight, but Haney... Oh, okay. Y'all gave him the benefit of the doubt because y'all don't know ish about PEDs. Okay. I just remember Ryan said Derek was feeding him Bulletproof Cafe. Haney took this fight knowing he was at a disadvantage. His fault, 31-1. Errol never popped dirty. And by facts, he's right. He never failed a drug test. Errol has not. And we're only going off of public failed drug tests, right? I'm not saying there ain't conspiracies that could be true, but we're only going off what's on paper. So no, Errol has never failed a drug test, and Ryan right now has failed a drug test. No. Victor gave VADA to methods on how they cheat. Apologized to Tim Bradley. Oh my God. Tim Bradley, boy, he was going to have a field day on this. Look at all you little haters, Elijah says. Jump on anything bad regarding like as a little D. Henry, wait, so if the fight was turned to a no decision, would we owe money to Vegas? The ones who won money? Nah, bro. Vegas got y'all money, bro. Vegas already got your money. They had to pay all the people who betted Ryan Garcia with it. So, no, man, Vegas got your money. I don't think Vegas ever returns ever when stuff like this. So keep this in mind for future bettors. There's a difference in rumors and actually failing. Bars. Overweight steroids does the win even count? Well, apparently Lucian Bute failed for this same particular substance, and they gave Balu Jack the win. So Devin might get the win for a DQ win. Overweight and on PEDs. Overweight, but Haney glad. Oh, okay. Please, I will read the chat. Just try not to spam because I'm trying to get through all the chat, and I'm trying not to miss any, and I'm trying not to, use a lot of time repeating. So I just appreciate that. Deca and Sarmer plus came overweight. So after beating Pillow Man and meeting Trump, they released a week after Ryan cheated. That's some bees. Maybe Earl used to take something because selling now you can't pop a balloon in a fight. Crawford must be on PEDs too then. I guess you're assuming because Crawford with the snack shirt. That's what I'm assuming you're alluding to. Red LMAO and still got his ass beat. You keep spamming that. That shit's crazy. Might go undefeated still. Poor Devin took a beating. What Trump got to do with this? 31-1. Facts, Devin took the money in the fight. How was so sure Devin would kill Devin? Y'all too invested. It's wild. Bill paid for this. Ryan's hell of a cheater. Nobody ever forgetting the ass beating he took. The test was not highly favored. Did I just repeat? I think I'm repeating. 32-0 now. Earl was accused. Ryan was busted. What does Derek James know? You can't put the guys. I understand the conspiracy theories right now. You just can't put Earl in it. Like right now. You just can't. He just never failed a drug test. I just can't. I can't put that code on Earl. And I can't put the code on any snack athlete unless they failed. Right? I think Andre Berto might have failed a drug test. So do it like that. You got the money with the win and the praise for doing it the right way. 32-0. Oh, you talking about Baumgartner cheated too. Over in steroids. Ban Ryan. 32-0. What about the drink Derek James gave Ryan Garcia? Oh, I know what you got. You guys talking about the Jamel Charlo. Oh, shit. Hear me out. Why is Derek always part of these conspiracies? Or, actually, this is not... Well, Ryan's not a conspiracy. This is Derek James Gatorade bottle, right? And a lot of you guys, right? I'm going to test you guys' knowledge, right? I'm going to test your guys' knowledge in boxing, right? I'm going to see how long y'all been in here, right? But, let me see. Tony Harrison reflects on the loss with Jamel Charlo. Talks water bottle conspiracy. Harrison says there were some questionable activities going on in Charlo's corner, right? So pretty much he's saying and guys, remember the word conspiracy what came up, right? But this was Derek James with a water bottle, which isn't clear, right? And so typically in most cases people feel if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say I know all the athletic commission and everything, but you're supposed to really have like a clear bottle so that when you drink, they see what's inside of it. But in this case, it's, you know, he's suspecting, oh, there's something in there, right? I just don't understand how inspectors and California commissions could drop the ball like this in a world championship fight. The rules in between rounds, you can only drink water in clear, sealed bottles, seeming that TGB provided the water, what was being drank in the Gatorade bottle. So Tony Harrison still has this Instagram post up, if you want to screenshot this quickly and read it. But I even interviewed Derek James about this. I'm not going to a Derek James rabbit hole. I just want to just bring up, you know, I know that people are gonna link all this stuff up, which you could. I'm just not gonna put the code on it because there's no actual field drug test. But if you guys have some downtime, Derek James, Charlo water bottle, FightHype. I don't know what the title is. Okay, this is 4 years ago. So I did this interview.
FightHype.com. I'm here with trainer and former boxer Derek James.
Mind is very conscious and cognizant of the fact you make it here. Looking good, it's doing good.
You know, maybe dates or potential. Can you just elaborate a little bit on like?
I don't know.
Commission has cleared and said that, and then of course, from a respectable stance, it just seemed that the commission has cleared and said that there was nothing with that Gatorade bottle of Tony Harrison's situation with Jamel and things like that. Can you just elaborate a little bit on like?
I don't. I mean, I saw it. Somebody sent it to me. I really never got into it or entertained it because I didn't know anything about it. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, I see it, but it had nothing to do with me. I didn't touch the bottle. I didn't even. I don't know. I don't know what happened. That part of it. I don't know.
What's your opinion? Because I've seen a lot of pictures of other fights.
Yeah, other fighters I saw one with Canelo had to get rid of bottle.
I think Andre
Ward had one. I think the people. I'm not talking about Tony Harrison. Other people throw their own perspective of what they think. Because a lot of people don't like to see people win. You know, a lot of people don't like to see people be great. I think that the win was controversial. Tony Harrison won the first round, but at the same time, I think it was good for him and good for boxing. Because now and then not only that, but when he fought the rematch, he fought a better fight. He looked better. He looked great. So that's going to give him more longevity, right? So just because something bad happens, meaning that the decision was bad, it helped him become a better fighter, more complete. So all the other stuff you can get away with the rubbish, throw it away. You fought an amazing fight. Forget about everything else, all this other speculation. That thing that happened made him better. Because he was not Tony Harrison, the prospect. He wasn't Tony Harrison, the challenger. He was Tony Harrison, the champ. Focus on that guy. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Don't worry about that stuff. You fought a great fight.
And that was a great fight. And seeing what...
So, like, this is what I'm saying. We can't... Guys, like, I know they've talked about Earl. They've talked about Jamel Charlo with the water bottle, which was it Lewis Wrist? What's the story? Arresto. And look, I'll entertain a little bit of the conspiracy, right? I'm gonna entertain a little bit of conspiracy for just the sake of content and conversation, right? If you guys ever get a chance, right? New to boxing or never knew, please look up the story of Lewis Resto. All right, it's a great watch. I think it's a really good, high quality HBO or whatever. Go through the story of this with Lewis Risto, where he fought Billy Collins Jr. way back before my time, before I was born. And it was allegedly Panama Lewis, who was also trainer of Aaron Pryor, who people have suspected some sort of water bottle, right? I don't want to go too much in conspiracy because I want to get through the chat. But I just want to highlight, because I know that people are going to start running with a lot of stories, and I want to give you guys talking points for both, right? And do your homework. So Resto admits Panama Lewis gave him stimulants and a water. And then the Aaron Pryor fight with Aaron Pryor versus Alexis Arguello, right? And this was national news too, guys. This is national news, all right? There was stories about this where they said that, hey, allegedly Aaron Pryor was given some sort of water bottle in between rounds that had some sort of medicine that would kind of open up your lungs for like asthma, and then gave him kind of a second wind, which allowed him to kind of fight and win against Alex Arguello, which Panama Lewis later got banned in the sport of boxing for tampering gloves. I don't want you guys to go and parallel tie these things with Derek James, right? I don't want you guys to do that. I just want you guys to do your homework. Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo has never failed on paper a drug test, so you can't put that out there. You can have a conspiracy, but I want to make sure everyone in the chat is well educated that those two guys have not failed a drug test, and only Ryan Garcia has failed a drug test. So I want you guys to really make sure that you leave this chat without being misinformed, and then you can have your conspiracies and you can have your theories, but I want everyone to know that Errol and Jamel has never failed a drug test, only Ryan, and that's about it. But I totally forgot about that, the drink that, but he gave him a drink? Like, I didn't know there was like a drink story with Ryan Garcia. I just thought you were talking about the Jamel Charlo story that was all buzzed around Derek James, right? Okay, cool. Vada has supposed to have B sample. It's a backup. Exactly. So B samples, ban that bum. Derek James knows something. That's why Ryan was hollering at Baumgartner. He wanted a plug. You're tripping, John. Anyone remember Ryan saying this? Clearly tested positive on 2 different days. The B sample would definitely say the same. Ooh, yeah, right? That's what we want. We want the B samples, right? Clearly off something too obvious. Ryan got floored in this last fight. Oh, okay, you said that in an interview. What interview, Adrian, if you're still in here, what interview are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Shut up and read it. Ban his ass. This would be the second L Haney pays to remove his record. Ward Rage and Ryan. Bill Haney spiked Ryan Gatorade. 2-3 actual. How so when Ryan hasn't taken the B sample? Bill paid for this just like he paid the ref and one of the judges. Henry Garcia talked so much crap like his son was the greatest thing ever, and now look. Can you guys interview someone who works with tests and ask what they're doing all the time? Turbo, look. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even have the chat. I'm just reading the chat. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm reading it, but I know I want to have it displayed for you guys. That's the goal, right? That's the goal. The goal is to really someone do their homework. I'm going to try, right? I don't want to say like I have this connection with VADA and things like that, but I'm going to see if I can do my due diligence and try to maybe reach out to some people and maybe do some interviews around this, right? I'm going to have to do a little homework. I'm going to have to go and I have people who can kind of get me in touch, and I have phone numbers, I have emails. So I'm going to go try, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I know. I'm just breaking this down with you guys, and appreciate you guys all, you know, being here and giving some insight. Ban Ryan, off the hook, girls. Wow, and still. Derek James is the main suspect here. This would be the second L. Okay, Ryan should be banned. He gained weight too. Ryan got, okay, that's a lot of repeats. Bill's a liar and the ass of boxing. Anybody's going to sleep if they get hit with the left hook loaded with the ostarine. Yeah, dude. Ryan got a good left hook, man. All right, so I'm going to speed through this. I'm going to power up and read through this. All right, Haney has never been knocked down before this fight. He always had a weak chin and sucked at fighting inside. Everyone knows this. If he's guilty, he will only be allowed to fight Alex Wasabi or Deji. No, man, don't set my boy Deji up like that. Golden Boy set this up. You know what's great, guys, real quick? Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya is going to be around somewhere in this fight week. And I, myself, and my boy Kevin are at the Canelo De La Hoya. I said Canelo De La Hoya, right? You guys saw the shit talk. I'm at Canelo versus Munguia. So someone's going to get De La Hoya. If not, someone probably already did today, right? So shout out to whoever gets that exclusive, man. But yeah, we got to ask De La Hoya, man, what's up with this, man? Ryan would post his VADA. Weird. If it's true, Ryan needs to be sued, penalized, return all the money, including $2 million he bet on himself, and banned from the sport of boxing. Period. This clown knows boxers get killed in the ring. King Jaman. Yeah, this is not a good look. Piss hot. O'Malley versus Garcia for the Austrian Championship of the world. Right? Let them both juice up on Austrian if Ryan really did do it. Right? So tell me, you rather went out the way Spence did or how Devin did? Maybe Spence? I mean, physically, no, not Spence, but yeah, Spence. Integrity. Both Devin and Ryan with snack. Kind of such Austrian takes time to kick in. He was being tested throughout the camp and passed all those tests. It would be pointless to take the Austrian the day of the fight or even... Yeah, I mean, it's... Right? But I've heard... This is what I've heard, right? I don't want to say the championship fighter that told me this, right? But about a specific time where a fighter failed a drug test, I asked this person, you know, how and why do you think they got caught? A lot of times fighters don't think they would get tested the week of the fight. They usually get tested after the fight, right? Because think about it. We're already here. It's fight week. Why would we sabotage the fight, right? Let's say it's 2-3 days away from the fight. Why would we do a drug test? Because if they fail, right? Which on a business side makes sense. But on a protection side, you should probably test fighters in the week, right? And have some sort of quick testing in the middle to prevent the fight going through for safety reasons. But this championship fighter told me that the reason why this fighter failed is because they didn't think they were gonna get tested before the fight, only after the fight, and it didn't get out their system, you know. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's some suspicion throughout it. Bro, y'all are hating on Garcia just because he beat y'all glorious king. It's so sad how you terrorist. Yeah. I don't want to make this about race, guys. Can we just not talk about, you know, like, you know, there's truth. Listen. I want to address, there's truth in the problems of race, of everyone, right? There's truth of what a lot of stuff. I just don't want to make the chat about that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying there's not truths in people talking about their race truths. I just don't want to talk about it in this specific, because it can get unnecessary. It doesn't, you know. Apologize to Tim Bradley. Devin's with snag and Ryan's the one who came out positive. So he's denying it. Is it for real? Remember little Einsteins? All that Jesus stuff that he was talking about, and it was cheating. I saw a documentary in that boxing guy. Both Ryan and Devin are from snack. The decision will be reversed. For real, he was being blamed for doing drugs. Why would he be doing anything? It was obvious Ryan was on something. Don't make this about race. It's about right and wrong. You're talking, yeah, see this? He comes a long way. No, the best man won. Obviously not. Doesn't he get banned? A birdie told me playing field wasn't even. Right? Floyd said he can't come in 3 pounds overweight. That's what Ryan said, right? Connor Ben, the left hook had something in it. I don't know if it was Roy's, might have been the melatonin. Ryan knew he would lose without it. Haney always had a chin busting on it, took massive lows by even C-level fighters. Yes, the win counts, just like the win for Devin Conner versus Regis Snack. Regardless of the O, it's reinstated. He fought his least disciplined fight and was defensively exposed, but was also exposed as a rat-ass trainer, even though we all knew it anyway. I mean, defensively, there was bad decisions being made. I would agree. So, I mean, hopefully they just also take that fight and not just not overlook the things they could have did better as a fighter, right? Because how gangster would it have been if you won the fight and then they failed the test, right? And he came in overweight. I'm strong, my Ryan voice. You should give him a rematch if it isn't true. Ryan said he's not gonna want to give him a rematch. Haney's image is forever tarnished, even if he gets the O back. I think it will be a little tarnished, unfortunately. Haney's a bum anyway. No one will ever take Haney serious after this. And he bet on himself. How is that going to go for Vegas sports betting? Jarrell Miller might be one of the dirtiest boxers in boxing, in history. Hold that L. He cheated. Ryan is looking like a clown. Y'all just hearing rumors. The conspiracy theories are hilarious. Y'all act like Devin wasn't winning until he got knocked down. He wasn't. Devin wasn't winning. Check the scorecards. Facts. Ryan was on PEDs. Devin would have been taken out on a stretcher. He was winning. Freeone says these guys have all kinds of methods on how to hide PEDs in your system. I would agree with that. Just shows how good Devin Chin is. If you put it that way, yeah, you're right. Devin has a great chin. You can't deny that. Tell me okay. So there's a little argument going. Oh, okay. $5 super chat. What was the most you spent on a training camp? That wasn't you asked that question, right? No, listen, Daniel. Hear me out. I didn't get a chance to talk to what you call it? I didn't get a chance to talk to Canelo. I was actually with De La Hoya. So, real quick, DT3 the Boon Man. I'm at the section right now where I'm reading the comments. If you rewind like all in the beginning, we went through all type of breakdowns and stuff like that. So I'm in the chat reading section of the stream. So that's all. What was the most you spent on a training camp? No, that was not me. I promise you that was not me. Listen to my voice. But no, I didn't talk to Canelo. I went over De La Hoya, Munguia, and Leonard Ellerby, right? My boy Kevin Garcia went over there. So I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk to Canelo anytime prior, but at some point after the fight, if he wins, there'll be David Benavidez questions, you know? There was actually cops being like dicks, and they were like pushing everybody out. It was a shit show on that. So, but no, I didn't get that in, Daniel. My bad. I didn't even get to go up to Canelo. If you look up ostarine, it takes a minimum of 4 weeks to kick in. One of the results of his training camp test, they should have caught this a long time ago. Sus. When Ryan had made weight, I'm asking. I mean, not really necessarily. Haney had the ref helping him, had the judge scoring it even after 6 knockdowns. Hugged the entire fight. Steroid accusations. Y'all think he deserves his O back? Okay. Haney got up to him, but Haney is 100%. And steroids too, bro. Anyone who thinks he is clean is dumb. Haney had the ref helping him. He had a judge. Okay. Haney's larger than Ryan. Ryan lies all the time. Why is it such a stretch to think he would cheat? This is Bees. Could there be a publicity stunt for a rematch due to this missed weight and more? Hopefully Frank Martin don't fail. He's fighting Tank next. How do you defend a guy when there's no proof he cheated? Are you delusional? As in, I don't know what part. Are you talking about Devin or Ryan dating? I don't know. Performance enhancing drugs says, oh man. Did coke, drunk beers before weighing. He was enhanced in every way he could because he was not good enough. 31. Oh, no one forget this beatdown. What's the rest got to do with Ryan failing for steroids? He's the trainer. This is bullish. All right. Whew, there is a lot in this chat, man. Every time I feel like I'm getting a little further down. But I'm getting through it. I'm eventually going to have a point where I'm going to have to take a pause. They're trying hard to keep his O. Panama Lewis vibes. Devin fought fair and got cheated. Paid off judge. Y'all hating on Dev like he was the one that got caught cheating. Devin did not fight fair. Man, stop it. Why if he pissed dirty before the fight, they still let him fight then? Y'all believe anything then talking about they test him again? If that's the case, then Devin could sue the boxing issue. I mean, if you were here earlier, I kind of explained how it works. But if he pissed dirty before the fight and they still let him fight, then y'all believe anything talking about they test him again if that's the case? No, they always do this because at some point you always have to have some sort of random drug testing, and you can't prevent someone from cheating. The only thing you can hope to do is catch them before, but if not, always be able to catch them. That's what drug testing is. But if you can catch them before and stop them, that's great. But if you can't, at least you can hopefully catch them at some point so you can at least have this type of day. So, yes. Haney had the ref helping him, had a judge scoring it even after, okay. Grand Genius, I'm about to ignore your thing just because there's so much spamming. I don't want to get caught up. Ryan in the video said he don't take supplements. Then a bit later he posted a pic of supplement he takes. I don't know if he's guilty, but his trolling is just annoying at this point. Yes, Charlo cheated Tony. Haney had the ref helping him, had a judge. Okay, yeah. I just said I was going to ignore some of your stuff. That's gummy bear juice. Get this boy out of boxing before he hurts someone. Haney's praying for a no contest change his record now. Let's call a spade, Dayton says. Yeah. Haney team trying anything SMH. Ghost said 100. It's Derek James. They have been saying Earl was on it. Frank Martin. Frank Martin, fine tank. You better cycle those PEDs. Ryan told Vada to test the B sampler, right? Get the B sampler. You got to understand, Haney looked at the floor. Of course, he wants his O back. The leads on Ryan. He's going to get his O back. I knew it. Just kidding. I guess we're rocking with cheaters now. Doesn't change the fact that Ryan gets smoked by Tank. No way around it. Facts, Tank over Haney. You don't have to think it. Y'all think Ryan cheated. Erase the whole fight. Ryan should be ashamed. Do you think the same stories to push themselves harder throughout the year than just to get it off before the 8-week camp? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a scientist, you know what I mean? So, I see, I'm just reading a quick one in the Wink said, do you believe Ryan or not? I don't believe Ryan. I mean, like, I don't want to say I don't believe Ryan as in, like, I'm going to let him do his B sample. But right now, I'm going off the fact that he failed his drug test. So, if things don't get cleared up, you failed your drug test. And by all means, you have defaulted in either a no contest or a loss. Derek James looks like he's lying. Haney had the ref help. Okay. Peanut Head. Devin got exposed. Take the L and keep you moving. Devin's big enough to fight Boots at 154. Ryan Garcia is going to need security. Cheater. For the record, I think Bill Haney looks like a Sideshow Bob. Grand Genius, deadass. This smells fishy. Ref may have new Ryan was on some shit. Kenny Porter's Matty Boy. That could be anything. It could be coke or weed, but not PEDs. Damn. I knew it, bro. Go look at a video of him lifting Bradley Martin 10 months ago, and he was silly. We look benching at 135 and 2. Look, dumb skinny. Okay. So your boy didn't get caught today. Is SAR, not steroids, but it will make you add 10, 15 pounds of muscle basically with any type of training. Do you feel? So, all right, I'm gonna pause real quick. So this allegedly, one of these substances allowed him, bodybuilders use it, they gain muscle, right? I wanna just kind of come to some sort of hypothesis of all this, right? Let's just say this alleged thing used for bodybuilders helped him to build muscle mass. But that muscle mass became a little too much, where it's to the point where now he couldn't cut the weight that he wanted to, so that's why he was 143.2. I don't know, I'm just talking shit. But it says I think that's what you're trying to say, right? It will make you add weight on muscle basically with any type of training. So are you suspecting that because he was on this is a clear sign that Ryan gained muscle, but he couldn't cut the new weight that he gained from this, and that's why he was 143.2. Help me out, J Money. Where you going with this? Because you might be on a really interesting conspiracy theory that might be true if that's the case. I like it though. Canelo, Oscar, Valdez, Ryan. No PEDs, no life. Oh, dang. You saying Eddie Reynoso. Dang. Shit. No, not the Eddie Reynoso squad. Canelo, Oscar Valdez, and Ryan Garcia. Oh, shit. I'm going to wake my 6-month-old. I'm sorry. Damn, my girl going to kick my ass for being so loud. Yeah. All right, cool. Ryan's a low-key junkie. It's irrelevant. Dude said what happened in the fight is irrelevant to the fight. Can't make this shit up. Bro, I'm on PEDs. If I hit your ass, you will be holding on for dear life as well. I hope you're not. Came in 4 pounds overweight and did steroids before the fight. Boxing fan 95 says that attempted murder. Dude should be banned and fined at least. That's kind of like, I don't know if you guys know. That's essentially what they banned Louis Neary, the guy that Inouye's fighting. Louis Neary came overweight against a guy and failed a drug test within the 2 fights he had with his opponent. So because of it, they were like, fuck this dude, get him out of Japan. He can never go in Japan. Then they got Inoue, who's like beating the shit out of everyone. And they're like, hey, yo, yo, bring Louis Neary back, man. Bring Louis Neary back. You know what time it is. Come get this work from our guy anyway, you know. So I think that's what they're trying to do is get him beat up for that. But Japan banned someone for those two reasons. Let you get beat the same way and find out your opponent cheated. I like Ryan, but this is definitely tarnished the win. And people will always talk about this forever. Anytime someone mentions Ryan, a drug cheat is a big stain. And you saw De La Hoya bring that up. His old promoter brought this shit up to Canelo's face. Canelo's face about this, man. Bro, if you saw the fight, he was so tired until he drank that bottle. Oh, okay. We got a bottle gate going on. I'm a bottle gate, you know. Ryan is the cheater of the year. I mean, if he by all means did do this, yeah, it's very disappointing. To me, Devin actually looked scared of Ryan during the fight. Maybe a little nervous. I don't know. You know, it's a big fight. Everyone's nervous, right? Just start training, Devin. You might be getting a rematch. Turn yourself into Mr. T size in the time you have. He whooped his ass after he drank that. No one ever think Haney's undefeated after this. Rules keep Brian Haney. I wonder if you're related to the Haneys. Rules keeps the fight evenly contested and the fighter safe. During anything that enhances your abilities that make your capabilities far beyond anything you worked for is cheating. I agree. Now I'm more of a fan of Ryan more than ever. Damn, Ramex is like, yeah, juiced up. It's Ryan for sure knows what it is. Ryan likes women. Oh, okay, you guys. Haney got caught cheating. Ryan just matched energy. Haney just had the ref help. Oh, okay, I read your thing many times. And Ryan's image isn't tainted, so it's okay to be cheated. I got you. All right, I'm almost caught up. With everyone, guys. I'm almost to the bottom of the chat. Haney's never cheated. Ryan's a clean fighter. From Paul. No one thinks Haney's actually a champion. The fact that you're starting the conspiracy theories about Derek James on the live is crazy. Don't panic for it. I'm not starting the conspiracies. I'm reading the chat, right? Because when I was doing this, that people were saying that Derek James has some sort of hand in this, which I don't want to put Derek James in this, right? Derek James has nothing to do with this from what I know, because Errol and Jamel Charlo have, not failed the drug test. I know people said Earl allegedly. That's speculation. And the water bottle thing, I mean, I don't know. I can't. Jamel passed his test, so I mean, I can't say nothing about that. But Ryan Garcia, you know, like, just because you have one fighter that failed doesn't mean, and that's why I went through all that to kind of actually defend Derek James, right? But I know there's going to be a conspiracy theory against him. So we all owe Devin an apology. If so, I'm gonna keep a buck. If Ryan did come cheat, I don't think we owe Devin an apology. I think we need an apology from Ryan Garcia. All right, that's what we need. Is it true Ryan's being framed for this winky man? I mean, he's putting it out like that, but I don't know. Like, really, at the end of the day, he has a B sample that needs to be tested, and if he passes his B test, then yeah. You were starting line saying he popped dirty, Eric's. He did pop dirty. What is this? What is this? What is ostarine? All right, hold on. Okay, guys. I don't know. I wish there was like what's an Urban Dictionary. Everyone knows what pop dirty is. Like, let's not come in here on some. Oh, we're Ryan Garcia. Okay, guys, I don't want to turn up in here. ESPN reported that 25-year-old Garcia tested positive for performance-enhancing substance, ostarine, the day before and the day after the fight, citing a voluntary anti-doping association letter. Guys, he popped, and if not, they're saying that he may have popped for 2 different drugs. They're just not sure on the second one. So, Ryan Garcia did pop dirty. Now he has an opportunity to go on there and remove all doubts by saying, bring on the B sample test. Bring on the B sample test, right? That's it. So there's no fanboy in this, right? It's clearly right here. What does it say? Yeah, the Pop Dirty sounds all nice. It has a nice little headline to it. That's what we do. We make headlines. But really, when you look at it, he has failed a drug test. So would you rather see Ryan Garcia fail his drug test? Okay, sorry. Pop Dirty failed drug test. At the end of the day, he has an opportunity 9-10 days from now to say, I didn't pop dirty. That's it. Now it's game on. So guess what I'll do? If he comes out and there's articles and everything, he's clean, then we do a show that Ryan Garcia is innocent. Ryan Garcia is innocent. We do it. We'll cover everything, right? But right now, he hasn't proven his innocent, right? I know innocent until proven guilty. That's what, but it doesn't work that way. He has a failed drug test. He has 9 to 10 days to prove his innocence or ask for the B sample, get his supplements, tested. So other than that, don't try to, try to come in and say that this is not real. He has failed a drug test. 2 drug tests for 2 potential substances, which he has an opportunity to prove that he did or did not do it or had it in his system, right? Because he might go, okay, it's in my system, but someone framed me, right? That could be the other story. So, but it's in his body and it came out in the drug test. I used to do drugs, I still, but I used to do ban Ryan, VADA have the B sample, and they need Ryan to prove the testing. Ryan would throw the shit out of this. If John Jones can get away with it, why can't Ryan Garcia? When in reality, Dev is still champion. Reality, your boy is a cheater. While failed before and after, odds are astronomical. Odds are astronomical. He's innocent. I think you're saying if he's innocent. Where's the letter from VADA? Has it been posted? It's not. But you know what? Let's find out. Let's go to VADA. I doubt it. I doubt VADA will have that out. Someone needs to do VADA's social team because this would get them a lot of subscribers. Followers, right? Obviously, there's people speaking on it. He tested the day before and he doesn't immediately come back. So, okay, someone says, this is Caleb Plant, which is a snack fighter. Some people are going to come in chat and say it. If he tests positive before the fight, why would they let him in the ring? He tested the day before and it doesn't immediately come back. I'm sure we'll have more details soon. I don't know enough of the details, but you can't come out and say everyone knows I don't cheat. No, we don't. That's why there's drug testing to begin with. Wild statement, And Caleb Plant's another fighter who's not failed a drug test. So, and he does take VADA testing. But I know some people is going to tie in the snack thing. I'm only going off of people who have failed drug tests. Right? But no, there's no VADA. I haven't seen anything. So I don't know. Oh, now check this out, guys. If you guys covering, know who Memo Heredia is, right? Memo Heredia, who, and by all means, I guess it's like Victor Conte's rival. So Victor Conte and Memo will probably disagree on a lot of stuff. I would probably be pretty surprised if they agree on something together because they have opposite stances, right? So he's always been kind of suspicious of Victor, and Victor's always been kind of, and disliking of Memo. Right? They go back, and they both have very similar paths, right? But they both claim that they both have changed for the better sport of boxing. So this is what Memo Heredia says, right? So he's gonna have a counter stance on the whole VADA and situation because he doesn't really fuck with Victor. But let's see what he says. Positive for PEDs. All this talk and talk. Who you think? I know already. Huge news soon. Memo says Ryan Garcia returned positive, but not a figure. Rather positive for 2 different substances in the anti-doping. So these are gonna be very cryptic, right? Ryan Garcia returned positive, but not a figure. Rather positive for 2 different substances in there. So does he mean like not the amount that he filled? Okay, let's translate. Just as you plan to be 3 pounds up, I asked you, Ryan, did you also plan to come out positive for PEDs? Okay, so I think he's coming against the stance, saying that no, Ryan. Waiting on those IRMS testing results. Likely positive would be for synthetic molecule. Garcia keeps getting famous. A lot of cryptic stuff. Ryan Garcia passed earlier test. So this is a VADA test that appeared, that Ryan did post up. Boxing Kingdom has resurfaced it. So you remain a continued participant. Do not hesitate to contact. So guys, Ryan posted this, right? Check this out. There you go. Sent to email. Oh shit. Is that Ryan Garcia's email on the interweb? Yeah, it is. Well, maybe your boy should send some emails out, right? See if I can get a follow-up, right? This letter to advise you that you or one or more of your collected specimens have been analyzed for... Oh, is this it? Wait. This has... I don't want to... This is from Boxing Kingdom, so I don't want this to be... I don't want to be trolled, because this could just be a fake whatever. But let me... You're right. This is a letter advising that you one or more collected specimens have been analyzed for performance enhancing drugs through the voluntary. The date listed. Negative. Wait, the letter advised that you had. Oh, it has been analyzed. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just tired. Right. Just kind of a little. This is an old one that says that he has tested negative. Got it. But this is them saying Ryan passed earlier tests. This is so. But long story short, he's been in VADA. You know, I'll be trying to reach out. One test on conference day, then many more applied. How many? Okay. I'm assuming, I'm only just trying to dissect. Is memo is natural current steroid? What is memo? Let's sit and wait. Fact is, he is responsible for whatever's found in his body. Only difference is if real evidence is presented and it reaches voluntary or involuntary doping case, then the length of sanction can be determined. But as of right now, if B sample reads same, then he's guilty. So Memo Heredia is saying the same thing that I've been saying. We need this B sample. We need this B sample. If we don't get a B sample, then we're always going to be in some sort of guilt suspicion of Ryan Garcia. So, overweight and steroids banned. Ryan, Dylan White got busted twice and got off. He never, we need that B sample, right? Jones, the GOAT. B sample will be the same. Conor Ben got busted and got off. His situation's a little weird. Like, I still don't understand that stuff. Neither will Ryan. Ryan owes Haney a new jaw. Where's all the Ryan Garcia fanboys? Just like his daddy, two-time Canelo. He tried to cheat my son and I will get him. Ryan is not like Floyd at all. Eddie Hearns owns VADA. Ryan knew he would lose without steroids. Ryan got to pay Vegas back. It's the same shit TikTok influencers use. Haney never once failed a drug test. Busted. Pro athletes find ways that this isn't new. We see in the UFC and MLB, NBA, nothing new. Ryan needs to say it. It was in his pancakes. Canelo said it was his beef. Oscar said it was his tea. Conor said it was for the eggs. Ryan needs to say pancake. No, Ryan does not need to say anything but pigs. I'm just joking. We found out apparently an uncastrated pig is how you can get it if you digest it. So, it hasn't been confirmed, y'all, so chill. Ryan claims it's a shit and he's being set up. Yeah, we got to see the B sample. Devin looks larger than Ryan. Ryan and Canelo cheaters. Devin needs to get knocked out by Gervonta next. Okay. So, I'm going to eventually have a break in the chat. All right. I know I'll be in here infinitely reading forever. So, I'm going to find maybe the next 1 minute of comments is what I'm going to cut so that I can kind of wrap up a little bit, maybe. Winky know what it is. Haney's pretty cut also. You failed one test already. Ryan and Canelo are cheaters. Wasn't Ryan's mental health break the cycle off some banned substance? Oh, okay. That's what you're saying his mental health break was, huh? I think Eddie Reynoso is a great trainer, but 3 out of his most high levels are all pops. Yeah. So it's not a conspiracy theory. So are they going to make him 31-0? I mean, it could be a coincidence. Conspiracy and coincidence are two different words, and they could be very entwined. And plus, Ryan was not with Eddie Reynoso in this, so I need a name. I don't think it's mental health with Ryan Garcia. That boy has been boxing since he was little. Ryan's CTE and brain damage. Haney haters are mad that this came out. Imagine Garcia didn't make weight, allegedly took steroids, and still couldn't KO Haney. This proves Haney doesn't have a chin. Didn't Eddie Hearn say Ryan lost 15 pounds in a week to try to make weight? It'll make sense if it's PEDs. Ryan does not have the CTE. He admitted acting crazy on social media. You got played, Mark. Devin still fights using hormones for his little $5 super chat with my boy Daniel. Oh, okay, I thought it was you that asked that. Thoughts you let us down for a second. I hit you up on, oh yeah, shoot me a message on IG, man. Yeah. I'm barely on it, so if you shoot me a message, I'll read it. But no. I didn't even get a chance to listen to Canelo's scrum today. Did anyone ask him about David Benavidez, really? I owe you, though. Yeah, it's obvious with Ryan Garcia. His brain is scrambled, kind of concerning. But no, Daniel, you're the man. Like, those are, you just paid for my parking ticket today. Like, you're the truth. So I owe you. I really do owe you. Why were they both suspended by NOA commission after the fight? Did they know? What, off of box check? I mean, typically right after you're done with a fight, you usually get suspended simply. I mean, he's not suspended right now. Right? Devin's still suspended. Usually right after a fight, they suspend you. Like, you can't have a fight the day after, right? So typically it's like, that's what New York does. They're very protective of their fighters. Devin is just a sore loser. Not Devin's fault. Ryan popped. Why couldn't we live chat during Canelo movies? You know why, Blackie? Because I was at the presser today. Right, so when I'm not covering a fight, I do this. But dude, I pulled right when the news broke, I pulled my car over on the highway to make some videos on the breaking news of Ryan failing a drug test. So I was literally coming home from the press conference, so I'm exhausted. Like, I didn't even eat dinner. Like, I went from the press conference to the undercard workout to this. So Ryan posted a picture of him taking an IV 2 weeks before the fight. When Mayweather did that, they said he was flushing. Yeah. What up, Paul? I appreciate you in the chat. Sheena Exact. Oh, okay. Watching Tony versus Roy Jones Jr. right now. I would watch boxing on. All you can debate on who to trust. Tony and RJJ probably had traces amounts of VADA. 2024 Bantamweights. Better fighter won. So you think like Devin and Ryan were both cheating and it's just a better man won? Ryan tested positive, fanboy. I'm not sure even Ryan Garcia remembers if he took PEDs or not. CTE. This doesn't change the fact that Ryan rematches Haney will F him up. The size there is still. Haney's ego and confidence is forever crushed. Haney gets destroyed by Pitbull, Gervonta, and everyone. Ryan Garcia really failed a test? Yeah, he failed two tests. Thank you for answering, but he does sound for real, to be honest. I mean, I can be honest. I don't like Ryan's answers. I don't, because and maybe he might not be educated, but when someone fails a VADA test, I want everyone to know, when you fail VADA, you fail your A test, but they have other samples that you have taken that day. So all I want to hear from a fighter when they fail is that, where is my B sample? I hear someone say, where's my B sample? That's music to my ears. I love hearing that, because it gives me that confidence that they go, well, I mean, shit, I know I didn't do it. So it's almost like, imagine like someone's like, yo, you've been cheating. You cheated. You've been checking, you've been hitting up this girl. I know it. You've been fucking her on the low and shit. Okay, so then it's like, yo, here's my phone. Here's my phone. Go to my Instagram. Go to my Facebook. Go to my text messages. Go to my LinkedIn. Go to my whatever social media I have. Go ahead. Go through all of it. And that's what Ryan needs to be like. Go ahead. Go through my A sample. Go to my B sample. Go through all of it. Go through all of it. You know? And I know that the big thing is everyone's going to talk about, the fight, right? Ryan clearly landed a good left hook and all that stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of issues that Devin game plan wise, I didn't like. So Devin could have fought a better fight. I agree. I think there could have been a better game plan and a better reaction to certain stuff. But we're only talking about, Ryan. And so in this segment, and Ryan, he just needs to get his B sample checked out. If you trust boxing news, you probably believe that judge who scored Haney and nah, dude, like it's not this. Like this is not even that deep. He failed his A test and get his B sample taken. What's the point of getting a B sample taken if you don't get your B sample used? Use it, right? They give they let these fighters give a B sample so that in case of something like this happens, it gives them a fair opportunity to prove their innocence, right? You're still alive? Let's effing go, Manjo. Yeah, man, we put in some work today, man. Today was supposed to be about De La Hoya and Canelo going at it when I got home, but this ended up being the live. So, if True Haney is still undefeated, Ryan needs to be banned. This is serious, not a laughing matter. Dudes put their lives in the line. You're a real one for still being live. Appreciate it, 6 Mark. And like I said, everyone, and I want everyone to know, like this is evolving. I'm going to get a call-in segment, maybe even a video segment, right? Get you guys on here, because I think me rambling and talking for X amount of time can get a little boring, but I want you guys to come in and get your thoughts out. So I'm gonna figure out a good system for you guys to call in, chat, and it'll be a good little show, and then we'll just have some fun. It's all code from Haney's side, Conte, Eddie, Hearn. Devin should be ashamed of himself for trying to pay off a ref and a judge. Okay, you loved Grant. Some of y'all hating on Haney so bad you're defending cheater. That's desperate. Dang, no super chat. Where can we get money, Tiffany? There's super chats in here. I mean, but I always appreciate the support. You guys, all you guys being here, like, is support, right? It helps me cover boxing, it helps me do this stuff, right? Let's wait for the B sample before he's accused or anything. Where isn't the VADA alert posted? Ryan's good. I don't think the VADA testing's out, but that's what I'm trying to say, Sheena. It's like I right now have to give Ryan the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time I have to go off paper and say right now you have failed a drug test, so there's nothing else for me to believe until you show otherwise. Daniel Navarrete, another $5 super chat. My guy, man. Yo, whatever you do for 11, man, let me get there just a part-time job, because you balling, right? Another super chat. De La Hoya instant saved Canelo from Benavidez questions. First it was the ref, then it was the judge, now it's VADA, who is known for corruption. Okay, so the first part of your super chat, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna go to Canelo to ask that. But this is how the day went. So after that shit happened, right? And I was covering an event with my boy Kevin Garcia. Shout out to Kevin Garcia. He did his thing today. He got some interviews. He immediately went to Canelo, like jolted. So like as a team player, right? Well, we both can't sit on Canelo, right? So he went to Canelo. So I went off to De La Hoya, right? So you got to get two parts of the story. So we went over there. I went to De La Hoya, and all the De La Hoya footage came from me, and all the Canelo stuff came from Kevin Garcia. So, and obviously, no disrespect to David Benavidez, I got a hell of. I want that fight. I got a lot of love for David Benavidez and a lot of love for Canelo. I want that fight to be made so bad. But you already know what question we gotta ask. What the fuck was going on stage? So, but it says first it was the ref, then it was the judge, now it's VADA, who's known for the corruption. But yeah. Appreciate you, Daniel, man. You're always the man. And I think I read your super chat. Oh, I thought it was you to ask that. I thought you like, okay, all right. So I'm gonna just, I'm very sorry right now. I'm gonna miss a lot of the chat. I'm just gonna speed up right now and just catch up to date. So if there's something you want me to read now, I'm gonna read the most current ones because I'm never gonna get caught up. So I'm just gonna skip a chunk in the middle and just rewrite it. So. We need Steve Wilco, ATP, give Ryan a lie detector test. You know what's funny is Devin said that we should do a lie detector test. I think also someone said I was defending Devin Haney. I'm not, bro. Like Bro, this says Ryan failed a drug test, man. Like, why do we have to do this? Like, let me give my stance. I picked Devin to win. I was wrong. And Henry Garcia, I don't know if you guys are in my life. Henry Garcia and Ryan and them gave me this shirt that says "Free the Children." And I made a bet on live saying that if I was wrong, which I was, Ryan won, fair, I would wear this for a week. I did interviews. I was out in the public for a whole fucking week. The interview I did with Devin Haney's team, I had a Ryan Garcia t-shirt on. So no, I ate my crow, bro. It's not even that deep. It's not even that deep. But I'm just, you know, just calling it what it is. A spade is spade. Ryan failed a drug test. No one beats Haney in a fair fight. Rare Hair says. Devin got his ass beat, man. J-Lex official. Ruff was definitely paid though. I didn't like the ref. I think everyone in chat knows they didn't like the ref. Ryan's not bright, not even chill about it. He already knew what the bio supplements caused it. Where's there a letter out? Isn't that how ESPN got? So they obtained the letter. This is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm usually just a guy who just likes getting content, but clearly this is now something which a lot of journalists are probably already on it, right? But I would do my due diligence, and I would make a fair effort to try to get a little bit of something, right? So I would try to contact some people. I would try to get an interview, and I would try to get some of this stuff at least explained, right? Or at least talked about. So I will try my best to get involved into this story so that I can hopefully get some more clarity, because there is no VADA letter out, and we're just going off of reports, right? And we have to go off the credibility of these guys, right? PEDs or not, the left hook lands at will. If we're trying to save Haney, muscles don't win fights for sure. All right. I think Ryan B sample is definitely hot. We do. Listen, everyone in the chat, we need Ryan Garcia's B sample. That's simple. PD or not, C-level guy shouldn't beat you to death damn near. I mean, maybe Ryan ain't a C-level fighter, man. We have to keep the same stance for everyone who fails. You got to be consistent, right? That's what, you know. Victor Conte's been helping Haney, Joseph Flores says. If Ryan Haney fought again, I'll still take Ryan. Winner effect. Haney subconscious shatter from this. And you know, Devin took a lot of punishment in that fight. So Hugh says Victor knows all in the ins and outs, man. The left hook will give him nightmares. J Money for months. Super B, you think he would be banned? I think he'll get suspended. I think he'll be suspended if it's true. I guess Tank was on PEDs in that sparring video too, huh? Haney can't be beat, trust me. PED or not, C-level. Okay, I read it. Bruv, you're saying you're defending Haney because these ain't... Bruv, they saying you're defending him because these ain't boxing fans. They just are gonna attack. I mean, but look, hear me out. The only reason why I'm doing this, Blackie, is because, like, there's a lot of misinformation out there now, right? There's a lot of misinformation. And I feel like my job on here is I have to spend time clarifying and having, like, instead of me being like, oh, you guys are ignorant, you know what the fuck you talking about? Like, I'm not, that's not, my job is to add clarity and to help bring things together, even if there's some confusion, because there's so many channels and so many things out there that are gonna spin narratives. And don't get me wrong, I might have my own quote narrative. Like everyone that says, "Oh, I'm not biased," we all a little biased. But like I do feel like instead of getting mad or getting upset, I think it's important for me to take the time to kind of like talk and educate and be patient, right? Because eventually at some point we'll all be somewhat on a similar page. We can disagree, but I do feel like that's why, and I will take the time. Right, and that's the whole point of these lives. You know, we can disagree politely, but you know, that's pretty much it. But I'm almost done caught up. Daniel, my man, yo, if you go to fights, man, please let's link up, man. I appreciate you showing a lot of support. You know, hopefully we can bump into each other. You show up FightHype so much support. Keep up every day. Appreciate what you do, bro. Good night. Get some rest, man. I appreciate you. Yep. Monica says, never. Good night. Appreciate the fight support. Yep. Really appreciate you, man. 1,000%, man. And anytime you come in here, man, you know, I don't know. This is gonna sound cheesy. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. You can have your own little coffee mug and you can pull it out anytime. Drinks on me, bro. Ryan's not a C-level fighter. Haney's the best. Daniel passed up some dough since you got. He said, yeah, right. You got a good job. But all the super chat, all they do is just help me cover fights, right? Like I gotta pay for my flights to go to these events, my parking, everything comes out of my pocket. And every once in a while, maybe, but all these things do help me cover the sport of boxing. So trust me, at some point, all this stuff goes into return of getting content. So I really appreciate, you know, if it's paying a electric bill or internet, something like that's really all this. What it really helps out a lot, so that we can keep these and evolve and grow and create stuff for the channel. So thanks, you know, Daniel, a lot. People saying PEDs don't teach you how to box. Okay, well, they make a good fighter better. I mean, think about this. If you got two of the same cars, right? They're both fast, but then you give one car a little bit of extra this, a little bit of that, you know, that car is going to be more likely to go past that car. But if the driver's better in the other car, right, he's going to be able to perform better and kind of outmaneuver that car. But if you got two guys that are elite drivers and that car is a little bit more souped up, then that car is going to obviously more likely pass him in the race. So that's what PEDs essentially are, right? And just a small comparison. And I'm not a PED expert, but there's so many theories out there. So let's start the PED advantages argument. If they don't help, then why these fighters risking it all for nothing? The reason why these dudes do PEDs, let's just keep it a buck. Maybe it's a self-confidence thing. Maybe it's a coping mechanism. Maybe it's maybe someone in their camp that's feeding them this stuff. You know, one theory of PEDs is that you get an advantage of recovery. You get an advantage of cutting weight. You get an advantage of not necessarily being able to have certain resources, but being able to cut time or whatever, and by just using these type of stuff. I mean, come on, like, fighting wins fights, but when both fighters can fight, PED always helps that guy. And that's where it's out. Like, if a fighter is significantly better, and maybe Ryan is not a C-level fighter. Maybe Ryan and Devin, because they went 3-3 in the amateurs, remember this. So maybe they're more evenly matched than what people think, right? We have to remove the idea that Ryan couldn't beat Devin. What we saw that Saturday was Ryan can clearly beat Devin. Clearly can beat Devin, because we saw it. We clearly saw it. Now the question is, did that play a factor? Because now maybe our bias of thinking Devin was better because of this style may have influenced and thought, well, Devin's significantly better than Ryan because Devin was able to compete and beat guys like this. And even if you thought Lomachenko beat him, he was able to go toe-to-toe with Lomachenko. So our imagination thought Devin was so much better, but maybe Ryan was really an even match with Devin, and this was what took Ryan over, right? And it's unfortunate because maybe Ryan could have just beat Devin, right? All right, I'm just rambling. Let me catch up with the chat, and then have a good one, man. If I take PDs, can I become Ryan Garcia? Maybe you can, man. Say what you want. Devin got his ass beat. J-Lex, call it what you want. That's not what calling what I want. Devin got beat up pretty bad. Jamal, yep, you're a good dude. If you're talking about me, I appreciate it, but the good guy is Daniel. Thoughts on Tim Tszyu versus Vergil Ortiz? I think it's a great fight. 50-50 fight. I love that fight, and I'm happy that fight's being made. I'll beat up Mike Tyson Floyd at the same time if I popped what Ryan popped. I mean, that's very optimistic of you. Regardless of PEDs, Haney has never had a chin. He's never had power. He finally faced someone his own size and not someone like Campbell. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe this fight was an evenly matched fight. And because it was evenly matched, Ryan had not just even the playing field by just being himself, but got an advantage, right? World champion used this. It's that good. Yeah, world champions use PEDs all the time. Haney beat the shit out of Loma. Go look at Loma's face. It's okay. Haney don't got the power and game plan to beat Ryan. Doesn't have the right coach to beat. You know, and that's, I think the saddest thing about all this is just that I wish Ryan just came on weight. I wish Ryan didn't have this, so that Ryan won. We can literally be in praise Ryan Garcia for just beating Devin to the punch. But now because of the weight, now because of this, it's almost like you're almost ignorant at this point to not have some sort of thought that Ryan had clearly some sort of advantage, right? Yes, I think Ryan won the fight. Yes, I think Ryan would have landed probably a left hook regardless and probably would have rocked Devin. But now you kind of have to sit here and go, this fight was just not fair if Ryan failed his A and B sample. $5 super chat. Tiffany Rivera, just because you're appreciated. I really appreciate it, Tiffany. I really appreciate you know, all these super chats. Really, like I said, I promise you, all this stuff does cut off airfares and Ubers and hotel costs, because I think I'm gonna go out to the Terrence Crawford and Majimov card, and so like all that's gonna be spend money to make money, right? So all this stuff really does, like, you know, because without you guys, you know, it'd be really hard to do all this stuff. So I really appreciate it, Tiffany. Aunt Jemima, what a name. Not gonna lie, this is hilarious. Jason said during the interview, right? Oh, I think you're still typing. All right. So I'm sorry, like I'm skipping around. I'm just trying to like kind of. So I'm probably missing some of you guys' chat. So I really appreciate it. Cut West, I'm actually a Tank fan. Yeah, and just so everyone who's coming in a little late, right? I'm just in the segment reading the chat. If you rewind the beginning of this stream, we really go deep and break down a lot of stuff. So we're now just at the winding down part. So I posted what Tank tweeted, and Tank was defending Ryan Garcia in this. Was that why Ryan was crying before the match because of the steroids? I don't know. How can you beat those guys on PDs if you never thrown a punch? Okay, but who would be the first pro boxer to get a Fortnite collab? Maybe Mike Tyson? I don't know. Game plans can be changed. Real quick, did you know Mike Tyson was the ideal for Balrog for Street Fighter? Game plans can be changed though. Devin versus Ryan rematch would be huge. It would, but Ryan would have to want to give him the rematch, you know? Is it true about the PEDs, Mikey? I mean, here, let me, for a lot of the guys that are coming in, right? Because I know that a lot of people coming in and out, and I know there's a lot of people that stayed, but if you guys, like I said, sometimes if you rewind the stream in the very beginning, like we really go heavily into it. I spoke on a lot of, I posted a lot of stuff, I pulled a lot of stuff on Twitter. Oh, Gervonta's doing a lot of tweets. Let me screenshot these real quick. Because, you know, oh shit, my laptop's dead. Give me a second, guys. I gotta get these Gervonta Davis tweets, because, you know, but I'll keep this up so that you guys can see it. This is, all right, cool. Damn, Gervonta throwing shots at Clarissa. Oh my god. Let me I gotta charge my laptop. Let's see what Gervonta is saying. How does PEDs affect your ability to see a punch coming? Devin was getting cooked with the same punch over and over again. Didn't make no adjustments. Yeah, and like really at the end of the day, like this has nothing to do with the game plan, right? I think Devin's game plan to try to get back at Ryan after he caught him was not really the best plan, right? So, you know, Ryan was having good success. This takes away about not Ryan Garcia's ability. Sorry guys, I'm charging my laptop. Someone says you wouldn't win against me. Javon says he would be still asleep to this day. You would be boxing only for 20 years and you're gonna sit and act like steroids don't make someone punch harder. Clown shit. Someone tells Javante. Javante responds and says, I know if he did take steroids, every punch would have been hard. He hit him with a left hook, left hand too, never hurt him. His best punch is his left hook. So Javante's kind of saying like, look, that motherfucker got a good left hook. He got a good left hook. So if he was on steroids, he would have kind of got him out, right? He hit him with his left hand too, never hurt him. So he's just saying like, look, he never was able to get Devin out. So if he was on steroids, he really would have got him out. So stop it. Clear says Tank just really don't like Devin and it shows. And then Javante tells him, I don't like you, Devin, and the rest of y'all. So now what's up? Javante's really on here saying, look, they are really trying to strip Ryan's win. So he's on the side saying that this is unfair, something weird is going on. My charger, is it? Okay, now what's going on? So that's what Javante's saying in real time on Twitter. Do you guys agree with what Tank's saying? Because, you know, I personally think that if Javante was going against someone and they beat him and they was on steroids, he might feel some type of way, you know? But maybe he feels like there's some sort of conspiracy completely against Ryan just to help Devin. And there's some sort of establishment, so. But Twitter, give me a second, guys. I'm just screenshotting. Boom. Screenshot. And don't be surprised if Devin and Clarissa pop off. Alright. What's Michaela Maya going on? Is she talking about... Okay. I think you might have hit a perfect time for this super chat, my guy. Keep it moving. $2 super chat. My guy, can it turn out like Alicia Baumgartner? What's so funny is, and I really appreciate it, the $2 super chat. Keep it moving. You're the man. Michaela Maya says, someone tell that girl to sit this one out. Let's see. Is there something going on here? Okay. So it looks like Alicia's saying some stuff. Oh, okay. We out here on Twitter. We getting Twitter going. Alicia says, remember when you were quick to come for me? It doesn't feel good being accused, huh? Good luck though. Leave you with this. James 119. So because Alicia has been going through her, situation with the accusations, right? Where she failed a drug test and she did an independent test, and the sanctioning bodies have allowed her to maintain and keep her belt and defend it. Which I don't know. I don't really have a lot of information on it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know. I just know that she failed a drug test. So, and I don't know why the sanctioning bodies have allowed it. I don't have those tests. But Alicia has her own little thing, and Ryan used to criticize her. So, Alicia says, I said the same thing. Let me know when you get the answers. Ryan says, why in the world would I volunteer for drug tests if I was planning on taking drugs? Make it make sense. Clarissa says, wow, Ryan. And Alicia responds to her, girl, shut up. You were just riding for him when he was gassing you up. That table turned for you too. Alicia says, bunch of hypocrites. Des Bryant, football player, says, Alicia Baumgartner gets accused of cheating after her biggest moment in her career. Ryan Garcia gets accused of cheating in his biggest moment in his career. two power voices in their own respective ways. A lot of bullshit happens whenever the power feel like they don't have no control. It ain't no fucking coincidence. Dirty game. Also, they are going back and forth. Clarissa says a cheater supporting another cheater. Allegedly, you're a cheater for sure. Now, Ryan still has to be proven guilty. You guilty already, strong neck. Clarissa says, I mean, your shit, your face was looking just as strong sitting up on that counter. Okay. So, and then Michaela goes, someone tell that girl to sit this one out. That has to be towards Alicia, right? So, that's a little bit of real-time Alicia. Maybe, can it turn out Alicia? Possibly. And that's Alicia's, reaction in real time. So, damn, I got so many videos to make tonight. What else are we missing in the Twitter world? All fighters are on stuff. I mean, I think it's sad, but I just... oh, my bad. Let me pull the chat up. All fighters are on stuff. I mean, I think it is sad, but it's just the way it is. They need that stuff for weight cutting injuries, or it could be messed up. You should just hire Jesse Ventura to investigate. Alicia was never cleared. She claimed she was cleared by doing an independent test after the sample was taken. Her innocence as well. Well, that's what I was saying, Amanda. Like, she failed a drug test. She did an independent test. And then that test was, those independent tests were enough for the sanctioning body to say, you're good. And I think the WBC has something like, if she's cleared in one, then they're cleared in ours. So, there was no like, publicly, there's no B sample that has been disproven, right? And I recently seen Alicia, and like, I don't really know the details, right? I kind of never went and asked her in details, which maybe one day, because I know that she publicly put on Twitter that her father passed away. So, I know there's a lot of stuff going in her life. So, but, maybe one day I'll be able to have a conversation to kind of go in details on how to understand more about how the sanctioning bodies have allowed her to maintain her belts, because she does have a public perception that she's failed a drug test and that she's not cleared of it. I see the same paperwork you guys saw and saw the same reports that she has failed a drug test. So I don't know how she was proven innocent through the sanctioning bodies, but they're cool with it. So I don't know how it works, Ryan Garcia doesn't have a belt in this, so it's easy. He's not going to keep or lose his belt. So it's almost not the same, Yeah, Alicia did keep her belts. Yeah, she has all her belts. She's going to be defending her titles, her undisputed titles. So, I really don't know. I don't really understand. It's been very vague publicly on that stuff. So it seems like a lot of the stuff she did got her in good graces, and they said, you're cool, you're good. So maybe she didn't feel like she had to go out and publicly had to defend it. She's like, I did my part, I'm good, believe what you want. So, but I do feel like when you get these type of accusations, you should do a lot of these things to kind of clear your name, because it adds clarity and also helps educate the fight fans on why these things happen and why, So when you don't really have it so publicly out there, then you're always going to have some sort of suspicion. So I don't think, my personal opinion, that it really helped her public perception, but it doesn't matter, because whatever she did allowed her to keep her 4 belts. So that's all really matters to her, right? She's able to fight. She's able to keep her belts. Believe it or not, she's good. Amanda, I had the same question, right? Catch the super chat. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, my bad. I just see it right now. GM, $2 super chat. I appreciate, first and foremost, shout out to UGM for the $2 super chat, and shout out to you for even telling me to catch it, because I was slipping. F all this PED-ish. Where's them pay-per-view numbers? The pay-per-view number game. That's good. Maybe I should ask De La Hoya this week. I'll be at the fight. Maybe I'll ask De La Hoya. All right, here. the first important question to ask De La Hoya is the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney stuff. But this and the PDs. But the second thing, I will ask him about the pay-per-view numbers. I've heard a lot of rumblings with the pay-per-view numbers potentially could have been, but I don't want to throw anything out there because, you know, I don't know if it's true or not, or I don't know if I want to start throwing numbers out, if I'm supposed to or not. But so I've heard certain stuff. When maybe other people put numbers out, you know, that might prompt, maybe, you know, I can ask around if I can kind of maybe, you know, I don't know the numbers for certain, so, but I'll ask Oscar about it. Nah, don't ask De La Hoya, he gonna lie. I mean, probably. These guys are all probably gonna lie. All the pay-per-view numbers are always inflated. But I just want to hear, right? What you hear? I don't want to throw numbers out, you know, right now. I don't want to throw. I'll just use. I heard 1.5 million. No, it didn't do 1.5 million. It didn't do 1.5 million. It didn't do 1.5 million. I think as a boxing consumer fan and not a hater, right? Because I don't have anything against these guys. And if anything, I could be a little bit more biased towards the Haneys because, you know, I talked to them. I know them personally, you know, a little bit better. And then, you know, I've got, you know, Ryan's dad. It's pretty cool. So I don't, it's not, I don't have anything. Like, these guys have been really cool to me, all of them. So I'm not here to try to, because narratives can get created out of anything. I just know it wasn't 1.5 million. I just know that for a fact. For a fact, it wasn't 1.5 million. So 1.5 million was one of the biggest unbelievable lies. Yeah, it was not 1.5 million. It was not 1.5 million. In the streaming era, it did not do 1.5 million. Like, at all. Like, the amount of 1.5 million is absolutely insane. To even, but neither here or there. I mean, Jamal Allah, what's your name? So yeah, this is my social. I'll be tweeting more. I don't really post on Instagram, but you know, maybe I'll start posting on Instagram, right? Maybe I'll start posting on Instagram a little bit more. Twitter is where I'm going to try to be a little bit more active. You know, I've been kind of in the cuts and hiding for a little bit. So, but yeah, that's my social right there on Twitter and Instagram. But no, it was not 1.5 million. And it was definitely not 2.5 million, Marcos. It was not 2.5 million. 1.5 pesos, Blue Flame. You're funny. You guys are saying 200K. That's one of maybe potential things that have been floating around out there. But let's start with De La Hoya, and then let's see like we can peel the onion back, right? Let's peel the onion back. But I'll tell you this straightforward. A lot of stuff is hearsay from me. I don't have access specifically. So anything that I say is not by fact. So just based off your tone, I know that shit. No, I'm saying that was not 1.5 million. And I'm not saying it flopped. What I'm saying is that you have to be careful with what you say, especially when you're off of hearsay. Because when you do hearsay stuff and you're on a platform this big, you have to be very responsible, right? So I've heard all different type of numbers. And because there's hearsays, I think that I shouldn't spread something that I can't put my thumb on factually myself and say, yes, I know. I just know 1.5 was not it. That's it. So, that's it. And granted, there's people who know. There's a lot of people that know that kind of here and there. So, I'm not the one that knows. I'm the one that hearsays. So, I'm probably not the best guy to speak on pay-per-view numbers. You know, at least this one. No, I think Ryan is Draco. But yeah, I'm caught up on the chat. So, I mean, there's a lot that I skipped. I'm just trying to. So, I'm probably what? I know a lot of you guys, it's super late, and I know, I'm assuming a lot of you guys are West Coast guys, right? So, or gals, so I'm probably gonna, let's say, maybe stay in here for maybe another 15 minutes, right? Because tomorrow we will be doing the undercard presser. There's probably a lot of videos and content that I'm missing out, right? Yeah, so there's probably a lot of stuff I need to get to. Am I missing any more tweets? Because I definitely have to create content. So I'm gonna tell this girl. But yeah, let's just see what we're missing on social while I'm reading the chat. Thank you. I'm gonna come here for all my news. I appreciate it, man. I mean, there's a whole team of us that cover boxing, so it's not just me. You'll see a lot of other faces on here, you know.
Colombia President Minu Shafiq.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why did my phone do that? PTSD kind of lost. Well, he's not Tank or Canelo. Tank is still a bigger draw, right? Ryan wasn't on pay-per-view at all without Tank. He did 1.2 with Tank. Tank on the other fights was 350K max. I mean, this is how... I mean, it's 2024. You gotta cut me some slack. I'm trying to cover all bases. I'm not trying to get canceled on these new lives, right? You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta let me adjust. But let's see. Just say Ryan ain't the face of boxing. We good, bro. Ryan isn't the face of boxing. He was on like this crazy trajectory of maybe getting some face of boxing love, but now this whole PED stuff just kind of just derailed some of that, right? Wouldn't you think? If Ryan did 1.5 million, this VADA test would never came out. Facts. Yeah, I remember going on FightHype site to read news. Y'all evolved. Yeah, Blue Fame. So the owner Ben Thompson is OG with it, right? Every once in a while, because Ben Thompson created FightHype, and even now, like, you know, I've been at it on FightHype for years ago, but still, I'm still a baby when it comes to the sport. You know, going back to them old school, if you guys get a chance, like Blue Flame says, go to FightHype.com. There's some old ass articles in there that's just crazy, right? That is so relevant today. That yeah, man, Ben Thompson has evolved, right? When you say, I remember going on FightHype site news, y'all evolved. Ben Thompson has evolved, and I'm a product of that evolvement. So I appreciate him giving me an opportunity. Appreciate you, Blue Flame, for just supporting the brand FightHype for so long. Ron, I'm sorry, it's not showing up. It's cool though. I'm subscribed to the channel. Oh, there. There's my socials. I'll be more active on there. Cam Fly, so you changed the subject real quick. Yeah, because, you know, I don't want to really talk on, like, shit that I don't know, quote unquote, one, if I'm even supposed to be able to talk about that stuff, right? And two, you know, I'm not the one to really talk about that stuff because, to be fair, I'm not the one that can confidently say these were the numbers. I can confidently say I've heard some things from people who've heard, that may know, but that's how rumors get started, right? And I'm not really here to be like a rumor guy, right? So, I mean, this is already a big ass rumor, like esque. I wouldn't say it, right? It's not rumor. Ryan Garcia failed a drug test, and we just Googled everything together. So, the change subject was to someone else, not to you. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, because I know how the internet works. They're going to clip and say, FightHype says it was this. No, FightHype did not say nothing. FightHype did not confirm anything. FightHype did not agree with anything. FightHype, and I am just someone who works with FightHype, you know? He was hitting his ribs hard, acting like he didn't even feel it. Jay Con, I'm just confused on how the fight still went on if they're saying he tested positive before the fight. All right. So this is how it works, Jay. These guys get tested throughout fight week, right? So they're random. So it seems like Ryan Garcia randomly got tested the night before the fight, right? And most times they do test before the fight, right? So because of that, they weren't able to give a result right before the fight. Like the drug test took them after the fight. So because of it, they went and backdated, saying that when he took this test at this time, we were able to find out days later he failed prior and after the fight. You get what I'm saying? So they're trying to, I guess, do detective work and say that he was not clean, not just during the fight, but before the fight even started. So that's how it works. And so the fight proceeded. They found out afterwards. And yeah, Ryan's to face the Bryson Gray. What's up, Bryson? This is crazy. These folks think that these COVID rapid tests. I don't know, man. Like, you gotta cut boxing fans slack, man. Like, there's a lot of new people in here that don't know this, right? And I'm not going to insult, because I do think that we do have the greatest fans, and on FightHype, and sometimes this is what these type of shows are for. So, but you put it in a good way. Like, these aren't COVID rapid tests. These are tests that take some time. That's a good analogy, actually, Bryson. I'm actually probably going to use that now. So if I don't give you credit for now and you catch me, call me out. All right? Call me out. But that's a great analogy. These tests aren't COVID rapid tests. So they take some time. And because of that, it leaves this confusion, right? For a lot of people going, well, why didn't he just stop the fight? It's because they found out after the fight. They just only got his samples prior to the fight. It's almost like you imagine, like, you go in if you had like a PO and you pissed, right? And it was for your job interview, but they were like, you piss for your job today, but you start today. So you start your first 2 days at your job, and then they come back and pull you aside like, you can't work here. Why? We caught shit in your piss, so you gotta go. That's how boxing works. You were able to piss and work the same day, which will never happen in the real world. HLD, $2 super chat. Appreciate the love, man. Media subversion is real, and boxing is a dirty corrupt. I agree. And I wouldn't be surprised that we would hear stuff that Ryan might say if he can't clear the B sample. It wasn't me. Someone's framing me. Someone has put something in my drink, or someone has spiked this. Like, the blame and onus is not on me. They're out to get me. I mean, Ryan's already doing that right now. Like, if you look on the videos on FightHype, he's already doing that right now. Javante, we gotta cover some Javante. Let me switch real quick. He got another tweet. But once again, thanks for the $2 super chat, HLD. You're the man. Or, I don't assume gender. I appreciate you. Ray Jackson says, boxing fans want Tank to support Devin. You motherfuckers must have forgot that Bill Haney was passing around Tank mugshots to all the bloggers. He ain't got no love for them. And Javante says, fuck him. And that's your update of Javante. Gotta get them while they're hot, man. Javante throws them out like limited edition tweets, man. Reports were saying he got $50 million. That is an 8 figures, dog. Maybe. Nobody ever admits they're cheating, Bryson. Yeah. There's a couple. Not at the heat of the moment, right? The pay-per-view altogether didn't make $50 million. How Ryan got $50 million alone. GM says, can't believe everything you see, dog. General Knox says, Ryan says he's never cheated, but he cheated on his ex with a TikTok girl. Damn. Y'all are so ruthless. That's why y'all the greatest chat in the world. Fight purse for Pitbull. 10 million, you crazy. All right, I got like 8 more minutes. I could be on here all day, right? But I do want, before I go, all right, I need your guys' thoughts, because this chat was definitely supposed to be on Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo Alvarez, right?
Boy Promotions,
please, before you guys go, I need to know what your guys'
I
thoughts
have nothing
was
but
on this.
respect for Canelo Alvarez as a fighter. His record and
If you guys haven't seen this, you gotta look this up on FightHype. Canelo and Oscar almost came to
abilities
blows.
speak for themselves. But he has spent much of the last 2 months insulting me rather than promoting this fight. So I'll make it a little bit easier for him. Yes, I have faced a lot of challenges in my life. Yes, I've been to rehab several times. Yes, there were some really low points in my life, and yes, there were times that work was not my priority based on my mental health, which I had neglected for so long. But that doesn't change the fact that Golden Boy built Canelo Alvarez, period.
I couldn't understand what Canelo said, but I heard it was gangster. Yeah, I'm gonna recap before we go. I'm gonna play all this stuff, recap, and then we'll bounce
The
out.
company you fought under for decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some fucking respect on it.
Ooh, Oscar was pop, boy.
Mine. So put some fucking respect. For decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some fucking respect on it. As for Jaime, he has always dared to be great, just as he's this Saturday night. And this
Canel's like, don't you talk to me like that, you know.
serves as a bit of a full circle for him. Remember when Jaime was 21 years old, volunteered to step in against Triple G, and Canelo failed 2 drug tests? Though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill his dream, 2018, on Saturday night, he will do just that. Fulfill his dream and be world champion.
Tienen que escribirle lo que tiene que decir este pinche maricón, cabrón. Tú lo escribes, ¿qué lo escribes, pendejo? Tú no escribes nada, cabrón.
Yo, today has been a wild day. Today has been a wild day. Like, I'm not gonna play all of it. I'm just like, we clearly got De La Hoya. I got De La Hoya for about 8 minutes with everyone, the scrum.
I think Cloud's worse.
Oscar, do you feel like you got?
Huh? What did he say to you? There's nothing he can say. What is he gonna say about me? What? I'm a pussy? Well, it's defamation. I mean, look, I take it very serious of what I do and how I do it, and my work and my company is very, very serious. So for him to, that's defamation. And you know what? I have something coming for him.
Oscar, do you feel like you poked the bear though with Canelo Alvarez making those comments? He's been relatively calm. He looks like he was up in arms a little while ago. He looks angry.
I poked an old bear. Old bear that doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, this is spicy. And then there's a highlight. This is dope. You can watch the full.
I don't know.
That doesn't want to fight.
I don't expect anything less than that with that kind of person. He's an asshole.
So, why do you think he's brought up the failed drugs test now after so many years? Why do you think he's bringing that up now?
I don't know, because he's mad because I lead Golden Boy. I'm the golden. I'm the diamond in Golden Boy. Golden Boy is not the same without me. That's why he's angry.
Well, I just asked him about the money situation that you referred to, and he said he's got something big coming for you, and he said you're defaming him basically because it's defamation.
No, senor, I'm not defaming. I have the proofs. I have proofs. I put my lawyers in, and he tried to steal money. I have proofs.
What are you going to do next with this?
I don't want to do anything against that kind of guys. I don't want that vibes. I don't really. I don't really give a shit about Oscar, but if he says something here in my territory, I need to say something, right?
What did you say to him when you faced up against him?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I was so angry.
Oscar, what were your thoughts when you...
Yeah. There's a comment. Junior E. Ryan is going to sue FightHype when they don't know the truth. Don't post things if you don't know the truth. So Junior, let me pull this up. Ryan Garcia tests positive for banned PED. CBS Sports. Ryan Garcia tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Ryan Garcia tested positive for ostarine before or after Devin Haney fight. Guardian. Battle of Hook. Ryan Garcia tests positive for banned PED after Devin Haney win. Forbes. Ryan Garcia was ostarine. How could it be a boxer used to cheat? Garcia failed drug test. Mirror. Devin Haney's father slams. Oh shit. Is there some Bill Haney? We didn't even talk about Devin Haney's father slams Ryan Garcia in clear reply to drug test. The Mirror. Oh, Bill talked to Sports Illustrated. So, to complete the saga, because I was saying we didn't. But yeah, to answer that question, Ryan Garcia pops dirty after Devin Haney fight. All the details of the failed drug test. And we're going through all the details right now. So, come on, he's failed a drug test. And if he actually clears it, then good for him. You know? Junior. So do they have proof? Where is the proof? Statement from New York State Athletic Commission from ESPN regarding the result. Safety and fairness is integral in professional athletic competition essential. The commission is in the communication with VADA and is reviewing the matter. Okay. Ryan Garcia has tested positive for PED ostarine the day before the day of his upset win over Devin Haney per VADA letter obtained by ESPN. I'm just trying to have we're trying to just move on. So I'm just doing this. We're not out here trying to make Ryan look bad. He failed a drug test. Dan Redfield, breaking per multiple sources with knowledge of the results. Multiple sources. Ryan Garcia's tested positive in a VADA test related. These guys are not going to put their reputation out on the line if they don't actually have legitimate evidence and proof. They're not. They're not. So, what this says is that he's failed his A test. He pops in his A test. Now, he has a B test. Ryan Garcia has 10 days to ask for a B sample to be tested at his own expense. So not only blows weight by... But he apparently was dirty. Dan Redfield used it too. Dirty for PED impossible too. Let's not come in here in a sense of I've been a hunter for a while. I'm just telling the facts. And the facts is he has failed a drug test. He has failed a drug test. And what we're hoping is that he goes for his B test. Bryson says the proof is he failed a drug test. Trust me, these guys aren't gonna run with this. Trust me, this whole entire story is gonna get completely covered by tons of media guys, right? So the only thing that come out of this is that if he passes his B sample If he sends in his supplements and shows that they were contaminated, someone strangely comes on his behalf and says, I'm the one that spiked it. I don't know. That don't even work either. But I do want to get onto this. I want to get on this because this is the only thing that we didn't touch on. The Ryan and the full Ryan, Canelo De La Hoya, please watch this. This is fire. This has been a fire day. But Bill has some quotes with Sports Illustrated. I think Chris Mannix. Okay, so Chris Mannix. Got it. So I'm going to go straight to the source. Chris Mannix, in a brief telephone interview with Sports Illustrated, Bill Haney, the father, trainer Devin Haney, was furious. You're trying to hurt my baby. We played it fair. We didn't do it like that. Fuck boxing. This is some bullshit. I came from the streets. You scared of Devin on a level playing field. I feel fucked up over this. If you can brag about doing it, you shouldn't be on drugs. So on this whole stream, we recap Ryan's opinions, Devin's opinions, Bill's opinions, and yeah. So pretty much all we can do, guys. Oh, none other. It was shea butter. Hey, he put shea butter in his hair, right? Look, this is my final thoughts on this. It's my final thoughts on this. Here we go. Let me put some outro music. All right. These are my final thoughts, all right? When Devin decided to take on a fight with Ryan Garcia, he had to make a decision. Bill had to make a decision where when Ryan Garcia missed weight by 3.2 pounds, should I take this fight or not? And what he did is he said, yes, I would take this fight. When they both got in the ring, Ryan Garcia that night was the better man. He won, rightfully so. He proved a lot of people wrong, including myself. And that's okay. I ate crow. We all ate crow. And the ones that picked Ryan, shout out to you guys. But what we do know now is that Ryan Garcia failed 2 drug tests for potential 2 different type of substances. And that, I believe, Devin may have not taken the fight. Bill had probably not allowed this fight go through. And there was no $500,000 per pound or $500,000 per substance, right? None of that was in there, in that agreement. So as much as that we want to go, hey, the fight would have still played the way that it would have played with or without, we don't know, right? Because I don't think Devin and Bill both knew. And Ryan Garcia has to go out and clear his name. He has to clear his name. He has to go get his B sample. He has to go get his supplements taken. He has to do all these type of things. Because if not, and I'll say it here, Ryan Garcia pops dirty after the Devin Haney fight. He did exactly what the title says. And if Ryan Garcia thinks there's a conspiracy against him, well, good luck with that. I've been repeating this over and over and over. The quote of the day is where your B sample is. I appreciate you guys coming in here. That was not a sexy monologue out. That's a very exhausting monologue. But either or, if you guys have been tuning in here for this long, I really appreciate it. So. But in the meantime, real quick, tomorrow we will be at the undercard media workout. Friday we'll be at the weigh-in. And then Saturday, none of them will be the fight. And my boy Kevin Garcia will be there with me. We'll be covering everything up and down. And then we'll probably go back live. Maybe tomorrow. Right? Maybe tomorrow. If not, maybe Friday. If not Saturday. But definitely Sunday. So, but keep an eye on FightHype, right? I'm gonna make some videos. Any changes in this story, any updates and any changes in the story, you stay locked here on FightHype. If Ryan Garcia proves the world that he did not fail, it will be on FightHype. If Ryan Garcia can't prove that he did not fail, it will be here on FightHype. If Bill Haney goes live on Instagram, it will be here on FightHype. If Devin Haney does a media scrum, it will be here on FightHype. If Henry Garcia, the father of Ryan Garcia, says anything on social media, it will be here on FightHype. So the moral and the lesson of this is be here on FightHype, because you'll get the full story, you'll get the live, and best chat in boxing in the world. Peace.